My friends, you will be amazed at what happens when you let it flow. My friends, you will be amazed at what happens when you let it go. So open the gates because the cosmic wisdom awaits. It's time to light the beacons and get ready for the show. Aloha, multidimensional friends, light guardians, shifters from across this beautiful holographic matrix. This is Brendon, aka Skull Babylon, Mystic Spider-Man, Skull the Wolf, welcoming you to another live broadcast presented here through Paradigm Shift Central, a portal for inspirational conscious media, helping support creators and leaders, people who are intentionally helping assist with the shift in consciousness through acts of creativity and compassion. For everybody watching this in the future, thank you so much for joining in. For those of you who are here now live, please feel free to drop those 1111s in the live chat. Make sure that our audio is coming through, and thank you again and welcome for what will be another inspirational, educational, and entertaining broadcast here with the community, to be able to bring together leading members, to be able to bring together tribe, to be able to bring together people who are passionate about being able to share the magic of our voice, to be able to open hearts and shift the paradigm. So we're going to get pretty much right into this, and I'll just give you a little bit of an introduction in terms of what to be able to expect from this broadcast. So this is a Synergy Circle open mic jam. So that means that traditionally in these broadcasts, you know, we're coming together, we're talking about the ways that we're helping shift consciousness as artists, as entrepreneurs, as community facilitators, and we get really involved with those discussions. This broadcast is a little bit different because we're just kind of like in this free flow creative space. We're inviting us into the opportunity to be able to practice sharing poetry, to be able to practice sharing song, to be able to practice sharing short story with conscious intent, with the intent to be able to say, hey, for you, the audience member, whoever you are listening to this, this is inside of you too. This is about being able to be inspired by seeing others do this and be able to be like, yo, I can do this too. I can be able to be a conduit for the creative source. I can be an infinite channel for infinite potential. And so that is what we're going to do here tonight for this broadcast. So thank you again, everyone, so much for tuning in. If it's your first time here, please feel free to just drop a 333 in the comments and welcome. And be sure to check out more at paradigmshiftcentral.com to be able to sync up with our team chat, download our mobile app, connect to our Facebook page, subscribe to our newsletter. And of course, a special thank you to our Patreon supporters who help support the ongoing evolution of the project and make broadcasts like this possible for the community. So thank you again, everyone, so much for being here. Please feel free to share this broadcast, and also Paradigm Shift Radio on iTunes. Be sure to subscribe to us there. So with that said, we're going to get pretty much right into this, and I'm going to start off with one poem just to be able to kind of like get the ball rolling. And then from there, we're actually going to pass it over to Neil, who some of you would know already since you've probably heard him share some amazing flowetry in previous broadcasts. He also goes by the name MC Resonance. And then from there, I want to be able to check in with Team Pachamama. We got an entire crew here. Team Pachamama, give me a wave if you're like watching this. Woo! Show them. So, and for, in fact, everybody here, since somehow we accidentally skipped that step, for everybody here who's in the broadcast, we got myself, Brendon, we got Rose, we got Philo in Team Pachamama, we got Erika, and we got Neil. For everybody here, please feel free to gently unmute your microphones and send some incredibly delicious love to all the people tuned into this. So go ahead, everyone, gently unmute your microphones and just be like, whoop, 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 ow! Make some noise, send some love. All right, sending the good vibes. Thank you again, everyone, so much for being here. And like I said, we will get rolling right into this. So for those of you in the YouTube chat, we'll be keeping engaged with your comments. For those of you watching this on Facebook, be sure to jump over to the YouTube chat so that way we make sure that we don't accidentally miss any of your comments there. So with that said, get nice and comfortable, allow yourself to like get some tea, sit down, visualize right now we're like in this like super dope conscious lounge and you're just chilling out with friends and we're just taking turns kind of getting up on stage here. So I'll step up on stage here as a co-MC for the evening, and I'll start off with the first poem, and then we're going to pass it around to Neil, and then we're going to check in with Team Pachamama from there. So this is a poem, some of you have heard this poem. Some of you have might even remember it from like way back. I wrote this poem back in like 2011 and it still holds resonance. I think it's really cool because even this poem, when I first wrote it, is something that's still very relative and timeless today. So this poem is called Wake Up. So as we get into this, I just invite everyone to just kind of like take a couple breaths. We'll just allow this to be part of the experience where we all just kind of align our intentions here. So for you, the listener as well, just take a couple breaths. Let's just drop into this shared frequency. The shared intention of being able to celebrate our creative abilities, the shared intention of just being able to be here, to be able to remind each other of the infinite power that each and every single one of us has. So take as many more of those breaths if you want. And welcome. Thank you so much for being here. So here's my first poem, getting right into this, and then we're going to pass the mic over to Neil because Neil's got to head out, so I want to be able to really make sure we get in as much as we can of him before he has to leave. So hyphen it up. Seriously, you'll want to stick around. All right. This poem is called Wake Up. Wake up, wake up. You've forgotten who you are. You've traveled far from home. You've come from the stars. But the stars aren't just above you. They're the ones in your eyes that echo the golden self, the you who sees through these lies. Through the lies. Because you came here to learn, to see beyond the illusion, a truth about what this is, hyperdimensional transfusion. Each day a new experience to unlock an old memory, that this body is a vehicle, an extension, an accessory. Each one of us is light, vibrating to create this form, so that we can act and do our part, to be a spark within this storm. Because ripples create waves, so be the change you wish to see. Act from the heart. Love is the key. But don't stop there. There is so much that you can learn about this realm and those beyond it. The key is waiting to be turned. Sacred G and Fibonacci. Infinity unfolding light. Manifest your intention with the power of your might. Meditate your way to freedom, and freedom you will find. This isn't New Age jargon. This is something that is real. It is something that is lived, something you can feel. But this is just my art, so don't believe it from me. Go journey on your own and share what you see. As a collective conscious being, together we will grow. You create your own reality. As above, so below. Get those finger snaps in there. Cool. All right, so there we go, everyone. So again, and with the context here, you know, conscious poetry, conscious flow tree, like what is that about, right? So I really invite anybody here to practice exploring this genre, and you'll find that it's very diverse, it's very rich. Practice talking about the things that are important to you. Practice talking about your own spiritual journey. Practice talking about esoteric knowledge. Practice talking about patterns and observations and the beauty and the magic. Talk about the things you stand for, the things you're passionate about, be it just like right here for this broadcast or at any point. I guarantee you that people will resonate when they see you converting your wisdom into a spoken word poetry or whatever it is. It's a super, super powerful medium to be able to share our message. So with that said, we're going to pass it over to Neil. And for everybody here, we'll make sure that we include their links into the show notes as well. So for everybody in the broadcast, post your links into the chat when you get a second, and I'll make sure we include that into the show notes. And Neil, if you're ready, we're going to pass it over to you. So Neil, welcome. Welcome, brother.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Hello, everybody. My name is. I am.
Go for it, dude.
What were you gonna say something?
Oh no, I was just gonna say this is Neil. He's been on past broadcasts. Some of you have heard him. He's awesome. He runs a amazing project called Portal to Ascension, and he's got some mad skills. So absolutely, Neil, go for it.
Thank you. So I'm gonna do a three spoken word pieces if that's cool. And I'm going to try to share instrumental so I can rap over it. Haven't done that before on Zoom, so we'll see if that works. But here's the first one. I know how to drill into this. Life of ecstatic bliss. Rhyme sayers give high praise and they give the sky a kiss. During performance and stage fright is a myth. Anxiety is just energy without a fist. So I raise my fist high above clouds, oceans and stardust, vulnerable to natural disaster, but I still trust. And swept off my feet by the corrupt, by the lust. Keep my mouth shut. Peon don't fuss. Keep myself to myself. Hey, now incarnated to help. Move the waves. Pave the way to open galactic cores and centers. Intergalactic walls fragmented and my soul was splintered. Weathered the most brutal winter of this zodiac age. One day I will speak of this when time was split into hours and days and seconds, life was wreckage. I remember the time we thought we were separate from the divine and sought peace from the outside, neglecting the internal world and the cells would divide into pieces, reclaimed in the peace again, only to come back into another dimension. I've been on the fence, my man, experiencing this earth and this land, but connected to another reality that's a limited mentality of a light and the light of humanity. Mission is to be set free. Thanks, guys.
Yo, okay, so first of all, thanks, Neil. Second of all, I apologize because we have like a echo issue that was happening on that, and I apologize, team, because this has happened once before. And
is that on my end? Or
no, it's on my end, and I remember this happened once before, and it shouldn't be happening, but I'm trying to figure out what the best way is to be able to fix it real quick. Stand by, everyone, as we resolve this technical real quick. Neil, just go ahead and just give me a count real quick. Just say like 1, 2, 3.
Check. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, why is that happening? Oh man, I apologize, team.
Is everyone getting
Neil, you're muted right now, I think.
No, I'm not muted. Or
maybe. Sorry, no, you're not.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Brendon, I don't hear an
Neil,
echo.
you're talking right now?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Rebecca says she doesn't hear an echo.
No, it's sorry, I apologize, everyone. Stand by. No, it's only coming through on the YouTube broadcast. I'm trying to figure out what exactly. Hold on. Okay, I think I know why. Yeah. No, I do know why. Oh man. Sorry, everyone. This is a little bit of a hiccup, and give me 2 seconds because I want to be able to see what I can do to fix this as quick as I can. Neil, go ahead and say something right now.
Hello.
No, that's weird. I apologize. Like, I had this issue once before and we fixed it. Hold on. Okay, stand by, everyone. I know exactly why this is happening. I'm actually gonna figure it out. I'm gonna fix it right now. I apologize. That was my fault. Oh, and I think the intro music was probably glitched out too then. Okay, Neil, go ahead and just talk real quick.
Hello. Can you hear me?
All right, we just gotta check 1 second. No, I know exactly why. It was because I had like an extra delay on the video feed, and once I just had to wait for me to be able to hear it back on the YouTube, but I'm 100% sure that it's going to be fixed right now. So thank you again, everyone, for your patience and for allowing us to make this broadcast as best as possible as we can, and you're going to hear more from Neil in 1 second. So, all right. Okay. Neil, just go ahead. I'm like, I missed it there, but go ahead. I'm 100% certain that we fixed it.
Right,
yeah, it's fixed. Okay,
yeah,
we're good.
Right.
If you have time to redo that one, you could give it a shot, or you could just go into your next one.
I can do it. Hold up.
Okay. All right. Thanks again, everyone, for your patience. I apologize about that. And yeah, here we go. Moving forward with the best quality possible.
All right.
Go ahead, Neil.
Let me see where it is real quick.
All right. Neil's ready for it.
To open like a bunch of them.
Okay, so for everyone watching right now, Neil's just getting ready. Here we go.
All right. So this one, actually, guys, I've just started recording in the studio and creating a hip hop album. And this is the first song that I've recorded, and it should be released pretty soon. I know how to drill into this life of ecstatic bliss. Rhyme sayers give high praise and they give the sky a kiss. During performance and stage fright is a myth. Anxiety is just energy without a fist. So I raise my fist high above clouds, oceans, and stardust. Vulnerable to natural disasters, but I still trust. Been swept off my feet by the corruptor's lust. Keep my mouth shut, peon don't fuss. Keep my thoughts to myself. Here now incarnated to help move the waves. Pave the way to open galactic cores and centers. Intergalactic wars fragmented and my soul was splintered. Weathered the most brutal winter of this zodiac age. One day I'll speak of this age when time was split into hours and days, minutes and seconds. Life was a shipwreckage. I remember the time we thought we were separate from the divine and sought peace from the outside, neglecting the internal world, and the cells would divide into infinitesimal pieces, reclaim inner peace again, only to come back and experience another dimension. I've been on the fence, my man, experiencing this earth and this land, but connected to another reality that supersedes the limited mentality of beliefs and fears that lie underneath all of humanity. The mission is to be set free. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Let me know if it doesn't sound good when I'm flowing over this beat here.
Okay. You're gonna do a stream.
Yeah. I'm gonna share computer sound real quick. Okay, you should see my computer. How's it sound?
Turn it down just a little bit. Maybe about half of that.
Okay.
But yeah, we are hearing it, so that'll work.
How's that?
Okay, go ahead. Just start talking over it, and I'll tell you if it's too loud.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a little bit too loud, so just bring it down maybe 25%.
Okay, it's loud for you and not loud for me. I gotta turn it up a little bit. Alright, let's do this.
Go for it.
Yo. I'm a prolific lyricist. I'm a prolific lyricist, the sickest physicist, praised by anarchists to deconstruct, mold, and erect new structures and stuff that will redefine the earth to know who we are. This is by far the best interpretation of a way to incorporate nations into business states. Entities control my mind and soul, godless, victimless, and old paradigm of the ones who claim to know. Every DNA strand holds the information of all mankind, and I root back to the central mind, the one that vibrates, makes the world shake. The earth, it will quake, penetrate rhymes and skills, spin back final, spit ill flows, and hit high notes. My high grows just a little bit more each time I talk to the ignorant and the woke, embody the paradoxical reality. The challenge will be to live in duality while existing consciously, but it will be done as I go home and enter the black sun, the central one. Did that come out all right?
Yeah, dude, that sounded good. We got thumbs up from Team Pachamama too, so that was cool, man.
All right, cool. Okay, I'm gonna do one last poem.
All right, sounds good, man.
The road goes on for generations. The travelers would disperse their light amongst all the willingly incarnated souls. But what if the ones who didn't know? Amnesia of the internal endowment to reserve a place in the fifth dimension for themselves. The ego took control in a better life they shall never know. I welcome you, dark one, into the lap of luxury followed by pain and woes. We all sold our souls to the devil. The devil exists not. Negative energy redoubles evil, creates the demons of whom we are fearful. Take the D from the demon, put it in front of the word evil. Now you have a personified devil. Our thoughts and experiences create this creature that only exists in the mind. Our desires and wants creates this full-featured ego that keeps our lower souls from reaching the divine. Intellect. Love and a perfect understanding we will have with one another. I welcome you, my brother, my sister, my lover, to become one, to help me become one, before reality tears me from duality and back into ether's imagination. You see, I'm the ghost of lives past. Generations have descended to gain these experiences. And I pray the human situation is critical, mind analytical, won't let me forget the fall of angels and demons into this third dimensional world. Is this planet yours? May I hide amongst lost souls? Hide out for a bit, drink some liquor, smoke some weed, and step outside for a cigarette? Yeah, sure, man. Here's a social security card. You may live. Reincarnated to a kid to live and give back to the society. You're unlocked in borders. I smolder, but through the ashes comes the horde of abstract thought. It was not a ghost of spirit, but just is an enlightened individual. Equality minus a leader's political goals, cynical flow, the pain, the wills, and shamanistic pagan rituals. We will resurrect the Messiah in all of us. It's time to trust our brothers and sisters. Unity of mind, conscious awareness of the rise, the yin yang intertwine, masculine feminine lovers intertwine, spit worse than the chakra points in my spine, relentless but still fine, inner peace up on the pace of my corrupted mind, chemtrails, aspartame, fluoride, keep my awareness fried, getting drunk and high, but the conscious question of why am I really here? But now I know. It's to help humanity steer into the right direction. For every single one of you, I feel affection. We're in the same situation, so erase the awkward moments, trying to walk around and get that bonus. Remember, the Arcturians will be one of the group of interdimensional beings in the near future through mass landings will help us really breathe. So raise your frequency if this is what you want to see. And don't try to break free from the shackles that we kept in our own mentality, because you and I, we've always been free. Thank you.
Yo, that was awesome, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
I love the passion there, dude. Just a fire. Feeling it.
Thank you. Appreciate you, bro.
That's awesome, man. Sweet. Well, dude, thank you so much for making time, for being able to share this. And please go ahead, just like plug your stuff real quick for anybody who hasn't connected with you yet.
If you want to follow what I'm doing with hip hop, MC Resonance on YouTube, MC Resonance on Facebook. And if you want to follow everything else we're doing, the events, tours, retreats, conferences, Portal to Ascension, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. Portal to Ascension. Thanks, bro.
Like the website is portaltoascension.org,
and actually we have a 3-day conference coming up in 4 weeks in Irvine, California, called the Portal to Ascension Conference, with 20 speakers, 5 sound healers, epic musicians. That's at ascensionconference.com.
Perfect. Awesome, man. All right, so we'll get that posted into the YouTube chat. So for everybody here, be sure to bookmark that and check it later. So Neil, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, bro.
And yeah, look forward to being able to hang out some more, man.
Sounds
much love.
Good, dude. Talk later. Bye.
Awesome. Sweet. All right, rolling along with things here, we're gonna pass over the mic to Team Pachamama, and this is an awesome throwback. This is with our good friend Philo. Some of you would recognize Philo from past even broadcasts for Paradigm Shift. They've been a guest on there, and as well as even being featured in the Journey to Lucidity 2 movie. Some of you have recognized them, and this is not just Philo, but also a team of fellow social alchemists and word wizards who are here with us tonight. So I'm going to pass it over to Philo, and you guys are welcome to just introduce yourself and whatever you feel called to do. I first of all say thank you, and yeah, the mic is in your hands. Welcome.
All right, well, happy Moon Day, everyone. I am Kevin, also known as Philo Lila, and we're here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And Team Pachamama is a group of us that create events around important social and environmental issues. And the word Pachamama is a Quechua word, which is an indigenous culture from South America. It just means Mother Earth. And our basic principle is that we all share this planet, and we like to figure out how to work together and live in harmony with it. So, any of you want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, and if you guys can talk extra loud, that would be appreciated, or just even get close enough to the mic.
Sure.
Is this loud enough?
As loud as you can get, but yeah, in a way that's not literally just screaming. So go for it though. I think you're good.
All right. Parker Raymond Webb on Facebook if you want to look me up, aka Fun Guy. And yeah, just happy to be here.
What do you do?
What do I do?
What do you share?
Well, I'm predominantly a freestyle rapper, so sure there'll be a freestyle, but I also write as well. I'm an MC, so.
I'm Cait, and I work with Soul Home State.
Can Cait move closer? Is that okay, Cait? You just yeah, that works. Thanks, T.
I'm Cait, and my business is Soul Home Sanctuary, and I do healing from a space of feminine energy and do a lot of sisterhood circles and feminine energy activation.
All right. Hey, my name is Falcon. I play music and I find something to read from. So my music online at clairvoyage-at.bandcamp.com. And I'll play some songs that are on there. And, I have this whole document trying to find one, but I'll find one. Yeah. Cool. Thanks for listening. Thanks. This is great. I've never been part of an open mic on Zoom before.
Welcome again, everyone. And Philo, after the broadcast, if you can send me the links for everyone, we'll make sure we get them included into the show notes so people can check out their work.
Absolutely.
So, perfect. All right.
All right. So I'm drinking this magical substance called water. And I'm gonna share a song about water. It's a mixture of a Japanese prayer that was promoted by the scientist Masaru Emoto, who did the water crystal experiments and showed that when you freeze water crystals after you say either I love you or I hate you to them, the ones that you say I love you turned into these beautiful symmetrical water crystals. And the ones that you say, I hate you, turn into these brown, unsymmetrical, gnarly looking crystals. And so it shows that everything we send out vibrationally makes an impact because we're mostly made of water. So this is a song that involves a Japanese prayer and also a little bit of a song from a woman named Nalini Blossom who wrote this song. So I'm just going to sing this with my drum, and y'all can feel the energy of it. invite everyone to take a deep breath so you can feel this energy. You have some water, you can drink the goodness of it. No chikara ga koriko te makoto no daiwa no miyo ga narinata uchu no mugen no chikara ga koriko te makoto no daiwa no miyo ga narinata uchu no mugen no chikara ga koriko te makoto no daiwa no miyo ga narinata. We pray for healing, blessings of the water. We pray for healing, blessings of the sea. We pray for healing, blessings of the river, that they may flow in perfect harmony. We pray for healing, blessings of the river. We pray for healing, blessings of the sea. We pray for healing, blessings on the water, that they may flow in perfect harmony. Like Uchu no Mugen no Chikara ga Koriko te Makoto no Daiwa no Miyo ga Narinata Uchu no Mugen no Chikara ga Koriko te Makoto no Daiwa no Miyo ga Narinata Uchu no Chikara ga Koriko te Makoto no Daiwa no Miyo ga Narinata.
Yeah. That was awesome. Thank you, Philo.
Yes,
I think I think Rebecca knew that song. I think she was singing along to it. Rebecca, were you singing along to it? Thumbs up if you were. Yeah, she knew that. That's cool. All right, cool. Okay, go ahead, keep going. And Rebecca, welcome as well. Looking forward to being able to get you on the stage as well. So Philo and team, go ahead. You guys, if you got things you're ready to do, because I want to be able to honor the fact that you guys might have to head out at some point. So the stage is yours.
Can we try and play a beat? Is it on YouTube or what? All right, we're gonna try and play a beat for Parker to rap over. So here, could we pass the mic to one of the other folks on here so that we could just pull up a beat real quick?
Yeah, we can do that.
Cool.
All right, for anybody listening to this on YouTube, let us know how the audio is, because I'm kind of having a... Did I literally just... I think I did. Okay, sorry about that. For anybody listening on YouTube, let us know how the audio is. Kind of like if it's like if you hear it like even like popping and stuff like that, let us know, because I'm kind of having to do some audio mixing on the fly, to the best of our abilities. So feedback in the YouTube comments is greatly appreciated. Okay, so we can totally pass the microphone around, and Philo and team will be able to let us know once they're ready again. And we also have Erika, we also have Rose, and we also have Rebecca who are here. So if either of them would like to volunteer to go next, be it poetry or song, then please let us know. And 1 second. Sounds okay. I think, is my sound okay for people in the YouTube chat? Like, I wasn't sure if like my sound was like cracking. Yeah, okay, but anyways, all right, who would like to go next? Rebecca, Erika, or Rose? Would either of you want to go next if you are ready to do so? And I mean, I definitely got some other stuff I can do just as a little bit of a segue, but whenever you guys are ready. So just let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you want to do it, or a sideways thumb if you want to wait. Rose Yeah, if are you feeling ready enough, Rose?
Yeah, I mean, I can do it. I have
Okay.
a few things to share, so I don't know if I should wait a little bit or if I should go ahead.
we can always like do it in parts. So I mean,
Sure.
even if you just like share like one,
Oh,
and
okay.
then we can kind of check back in, and then we'll have more to share. That's kind of like, yeah, because I got like a few that I'll be kind of sharing in here and there and everything like that. So
Cool.
yeah. Okay.
I can do
So
it.
yeah, we'll do that. So we'll pass it over to Rose, and Rose is one of our newer leading members. So welcome, Rose, and go ahead and you can introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you're going to share.
Hi, everyone. My name is Rose, and I'm also known as Red Rose Grace. And I am a visionary attunement artist as well as a spoken word artist. And I'm a conscious creator. So I'm here today to share some of my spoken word. It's from my recent album that I entitled Wildflower. And it's symbolic of myself, growing wild and free in my authenticity, embracing all that. So here it goes. I awaken from a dream within a dream, all things separate and dense. The wounded wombs of mother ache, causing intolerant volcanic eruptions. Unaware fools scratch their way to the top, erasing all of who they are, but they're missing the overstanding that the true power is within. I'm letting go now. I'm letting myself fly. Because real love isn't selfish. It's brave. No fear. So I'm going to be me authentically and not give a damn what anyone thinks. Love is supposed to be unconditional. So I gave myself that. And I'm waking up, up, up out of this reoccurring dream. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Rose. Would you like to share another one now, or should we save it for later?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. This one is about coming into balance. Whether you find it within your twin flame or within yourself, within your higher self, and bringing it all down. Okay. It's called Deep Purple. Love. Love is the key. Love travels, transforms, and transcends. Love. Shooting stars collided, splitting energy. Two fragments united, and all the universe conspired to see it bloom. The deeper I open to your mystique, spending my nights just melting into you. Sweet vibrational kisses. My world is spinning round. It's a wild ride. Challenging, exciting, as we grow wild and free. Spreading my wings, divine feminine essence, flowering nurtured in the palms of your hands. A masculine that's divine. Warrior of heart, showers of love sprouting life. My sweet yang, trusting yin's intuition, and curling the waves as we ride. Thank you.
Awesome.
That's Deep Purple, y'all.
Deep Purple, I like it. Awesome. Thank you so much, Rose. And that was beautiful. And go ahead and just tell people where they can connect with you, either on Instagram or any other social media channels you want to share.
Okay, sure. Red Rose Grace, and my website's redrosegrace.com. And on Instagram, I'm Red Rose Grace Art. And I'm also on Patreon, where I share a lot of my exclusive content. And I'm writing a new album right now, spoken word poetry. And the spoken word that I do is very heart chakra activating. And there's a lot of awakening terms that kind of bring you to a subliminal awakening through the words and the tones that I use. So you can find that on my Patreon page. And I'm also on YouTube, Red Rose Grace, and Facebook. I have a few Facebook groups, Conscious Creators United and Higher Heart Creatives. And my company is also called Anti-Gravity, if you're interested in looking into that. And I also support other artists, developing their gifts and helping them along with their marketing materials and anything like that, like to support them, to help them along their journey. So that's at antigravity.co. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Rose. And please feel free to drop your links into the YouTube chat as well while you're in there. And yeah, inviting everyone to be sure to check out more. And Rose, is there more poetry you want to share later on?
Yeah. If there's time later on, I can share something that I'm working on that's exclusive. Cool. I haven't shared with anyone yet.
Oh, cool.
So.
Bonus. Sweet. Looking forward to it then.
All
okay,
right.
Awesome. Well, Rose, thank you again for being here. And
thank you all for listening and for being here. Thank you.
Awesome. Wonderful. All right, so let's get those fingers snapping for everything going on so far. For Rose, sending the love.
Thank you.
And we'll check back in with Team Pachamama. And Philo, give us a little bit of an update if you are ready, and we'll pass the mic over to you and invite you back up on stage.
Yes, we are ready, and one of our other Team Pachamama co-creators, Cobe, joined us. Welcome. I'm glad you made it in.
Awesome. Welcome, Cobe.
Okay, so Parker's gonna share a little freestyle to this. So I'm just gonna play the beat for a minute and make sure y'all can hear it and it sounds clear, and then we'll restart it in a second to.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna hit play.
We can definitely hear that, but yeah, we can just do like a quick 10-second sample, and then we can kind of judge, and then we can dive into it. Okay. And whoever's performing as close to the mic as possible would be ideal. So swap places there.
All right, y'all, we'll just let this one flow real quick.
Can we bring the music down just maybe about 15%? And is this gonna be some flowetry?
Yeah, just some allow freestyle to come through.
Absolutely. All right, go for it.
So, got this friend named Mac Miller. Maybe some of y'all heard about him. He passed away about a year ago. And this is one of his beats. We just went to a vigil for him the other day, a celebration for his life, and I feel connected to him in a lot of ways. So just wanted to channel his love into a little freestyle right here real quick. So let's see what comes through. Letting go just to let this flow. Where it goes, you never know. So I suggest to dive into the mystery, cause otherwise life is suppressed. I undress the mist to find the inside. I reach inside and find bliss, and this time I ain't gonna go back. Even if it's all scripted, I know I'm in position to snap at the drop of a dime. So that's the reason that I'm dropping these rhymes. And I know that this is my gift to give back. It's my passion and love, and it's the passion of the Christ that's gonna lift me up. Cause it's that consciousness that connects us all. It's so obvious, ominous. It all connects us. If you follow this, you know that you right by my side. There's no leadership, there's no one that's behind or in front, cause it's love that guides us. So let it rise up until that infinite clock tells you time's up. Let's rise up above just to see it that below was the same. So there's really no retreat, and then the reason doesn't matter. There don't have to be no logic. It's not common sense, but we let go and then we rock it back and forth just like the boat on top. And when I talk it, I try to calm down and throw it in the skillet like I walk it. Get it? Let it fry for a second, then bring it back, and we don't need no oil. Or just put it inside the soil and plant it in the ground, cause the planets come around, they influence us. This is gravity is abound, and I feel the beat's gonna end in a second, but this sound is still gonna come right out because the spring's deep inside. And I can go a cappella, we don't need a beat, we can just let it ride. Cause like I said before, there's no surprise that this was all disguised the whole time. So just let it ride. Fuck a web, fun guy. Peace out, yo.
Yeah, thank you, fun guy. That was awesome. If you guys, I just want to be able to invite you a little bit. Talk to us, both of you. Talk to us a little bit about the concept of flowetry, like for the audience who is listening to this, and just kind of like inspire them to be like, how do people learn this? How can they practice this? How do we get better at it? And just kind of share a little bit of that to inspire the audience.
Yeah. Well, I feel that poetry is a very vast arena. There's many different forms to deliver it, but I tend to think of flowetry as like a style of delivering poetry with a certain flow to it and a certain like embodied energy that goes with it. And it could include freestyles, or it could include writtens, or some fusion of the two. But I generally think of it as like flowing poetry. And you want to say anything about it?
I mean, in my world, flowetry is freestyle. I don't think there's anything that necessarily like in the moment, like flowing about something that's pre-written. I think it can have a flow to it. The structure can have a certain flow, the way that the rhymes are set up and the way that the cadence goes. But to me, real flowetry is pretty much a freestyle poetry. And I think that that no beat and an acapella is pretty much like the best platform for that. So I would call what I did over the beat a freestyle. And in a lot of ways, I would say like just acapella, consider it more of a flowetry. So that's just my definition,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and let's just kind of chit chat real quick. I mean, again, like what's happening when we kind of like get into that? Because I mean, I enjoy practicing flowetry too, and a lot of my experience with flowetry was like inspired by hanging out with people such as Philo as well, and meeting people who are doing it and seeing people doing it and being like, yo, I can practice this too. And again, for me, it is kind of like this very ego dissolving practice where we kind of like get out of our own way. And then we just kind of, almost get into like a gamma brainwave state, and we just witness this divine intelligence just kind of coming through us. And suddenly it's just like the words are just kind of coming out of our mouth, and we're just kind of like this observer of it. But as long as we don't overthink it, it just kind of happens. And then we can evolve it as we, evolve our lexicon and our vernacular and our, start linking together, esoteric ideas that we're studying at the same time. And it just like, it's infinite in that sense. But yeah, I mean, how do you feel? Like, what's your practice when you kind of allow yourself to kind of show up to that and get into that zone, so to speak, that flow state?
Well, my buddy here says to get out of the way and let the universe play. And I don't think there's any better way of putting it than that. I would say a lot of what I just channeled and per se was due to an experience I had last night. Not without going into too much detail, a psychedelic experience which forced me to surrender. And I feel like, you know, when I just like look at it all from a bird's eye view, in the end of the day, to let spirit flow through, we have to really surrender to a level. We have to surrender our preconceptions of who we think we are and what we think we're here to do. To surrender what we think is and isn't, and our judgments about ourselves and others, and just be in that state of allowance, to allow the spirit to flow through and to create through us as the voice box for that spirit.
Awesome. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Philo?
And I'm not gonna be a nitpicker, but I like to pronounce my name Philo, rhyming with willow, not
Philo, yes.
not quite Philo. It could be Philo, Philo dough. There's many options, but I like to pronounce it Philo. But anyways, yeah, I always saw people freestyling, and I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. And I was like, man, I wish I could freestyle. And I was in that state for about 3 or 4 years, and then literally one day I woke up from a dream, and the rhyme that was in my head was exactly what Parker was like. It was like, get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play. And right after that, it was like the floodgates were open, and I could just like freestyle from that point on. And I think what's really helpful is to get in like a group of people that are all kind of encouraging that freestyle energy, and it almost opens up like this vortex, which makes it easier for everyone to freestyle and to like channel those rhymes. So I think just having that like encouraging like group energy, which we're getting right here. I mean, perhaps after everyone shares, we could get a little like group cipher going, and we could get some beatboxing.
Yeah.
Because Kobe's an epic freestyler also, and yeah, so I think that would be
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, just putting that intention out there. I do want to be able to use this broadcast to be able to, again, this is a place for us to practice and play. And so to be able to do some flowetry on this broadcast is definitely something that I want to be able to bring into the circle. So absolutely. So let's check in. Team Pachamama, does somebody else want to be able to jump on stage?
My friend Falcon would love to share a song.
Perfect. All right, so passing the microphone up, and welcome to Falcon up on stage.
Thanks. Yeah. So I have a suite, and then I have this like there are a bunch of poems. I was just like singing. I was like trying to pick one. So I'll like read off like 6 numbers, and then like if anyone just says like a number, like very loudly, or if there's one that most people say, then that'll be the poem I do, and then the other one I'll do a song. So
okay, we can check in with the live chat for them to help pick it.
Oh, cool. All right, so here are the numbers. Numbers 5, 21, 61, 67, 68, and 45. Yeah. So.
All right, so people in the YouTube, check back in 2 seconds and drop in one of those, and the first comment to reply to that will be the one we choose. And if you can move a little bit closer, Falcon, as you get ready. And so, do you want to sing a song for us first?
Yeah, it's actually a suite of songs. So when it sounds like it's over, it probably isn't. Ready? Let's see. All right. Out here in the land of the landless, drawing near to a man who has planned this. So a manable change in a hands will change hands. No one will know. With tidings alas, and quicksilver rose, messenger goes down darkening road. So halt at a bank, turn to a shore, glimmering at the bridges restored. With tidings alas, thick silver splinter, messenger blessed, way through a winter, swallow the drops, hollow the snow, beyond waters and messengers glow. Here I go, letting go. Here I go, letting go all I know, and now I finally find Spirit, smoky, holy host. Computer ghost, broken light, reflection shell, holy white, golden well, where to run, where to hide, flashing on a ledge and they're inside. Top the trees and are the hills, further along a course we're coursing still. And now I turn around, I learn what a fool I've been for running in the first place. Yeah, now I turn around, I learn what a fool I've been. But come on now, let's move on. Bag of bread in the cold April rain. Beneath the street light, Nico mine gets down to gray. I find the bird between two double yellow lines. Finally fork it over for to fall out of the tide. Ya-da-da-da, dee-da-da, ya-da-da. sit with silence and I also eat with shame. The latter calls it popping while the other calls my name. Around me all is stormy, although winter winds are tame. Droplets on the skin around the thinly boundless plain. Ya-da-da-da, dee-da-da, ya-da.
Snap, 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 snap.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
I know.
Thank you, Falcon.
Listening. Did
That's cool.
get
do
a
you want?
pick on this poem?
I was just gonna ask real quick. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about that song?
Oh yeah,
like even just kind of the context and.
To talk about this a little bit. Which one came first? So, yeah, I had this melody for a while. The first thing, for like years, and I knew it was gonna become a song. And then I had this idea of like kind of meeting something that's like yourself, like meeting something that's like maybe you're in a certain state of mind at a certain point in your life or something, and things are particularly clear, or like just in a certain maybe mystical state or something like that. And maybe you fall out of that, and then like maybe you sort of meet that person who's in a certain perspective, like they walk back into your life at a certain point in time. And it's kind of like it's you, but it's so that idea was there. And then besides that, I think one thing that I know can help me fall out of that and sometimes bring it back into a relationship. So I was definitely just dragging myself along because things weren't working out how I wanted to do. So that was a whole with Tide Enzo led, but I wanted it to become a character, not just me. So it became more of a thing. And some weird words in that came back into play in life, like this Bridges and Ash, from Ash or Bridges Restore. I'm back in Pittsburgh right now, the city of big bridges. I felt like some bridges were burned when I left it and hopefully are restored. So I don't know, just interesting things like that, anecdotal things. And then towards the end it says around me all is stormy, all the inner winds are tame. I like putting myself in situations where I feel like slightly at least I'm pushing limits, at least when I'm comfortable with outside, because they provide the opportunity to really work inwardly on just that equanimity that allows you to just go right through them. So that's about all I have to say off the top of my head. It's a lot. I could go into it for a long time, but I'll just say that.
Cool. It was awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
Oh.
And yes, and so poem wise, I think the number we had was number 5 actually. Okay. So if you're cool with doing number 5, we can go for that.
All right. That's supposedly my life number. All right. So 5. That means page 5. I'm looking for on this document. 2, 3, 4, 3 to 4, 4, 5. Okay. There's a highlighter here. Okay. It was a bird. All right. Cool. So I just posted this on my Facebook. I'm posting some poetry on my Facebook, which is Falcon Arc, like ARK. And so some of my poetry's on there right now. I might make a blog spot or something. Maybe someone here knows and can message me on Facebook. This is the way to do it. Because definitely I'll. But here we go. It was a bird. Or calling it bird. Yes, bird. A bird of verdant leaves flit through my dreams like sand through seas. Gliding lowly, drifting slowly, plantly purity, animated, holy. When it turned and dove again, half kite it seemed, also half wren. For both of these, invisible, one the wind and two the will. Into my eyes its image shined. For more such gifts my heart than pined. Matchless, the scene against the design, though clever crafted and sublime refined. All right, thanks for listening, everybody. And thanks for sharing, everyone to share it. Look forward to hearing it.
Thank you, man. Happy to be able to have the space to invite such awesome talent from everyone. So wonderful. All right, let's is Philo still off camera floating around? I mean, it's not required, but I just wanted to check in. Philo, did you have any poetry or flowetry that you feel called to share currently or either later? Even a classic one, perhaps. One for the times.
I do, but I'll wait. I want everybody else to share.
Okay, sounds good.
Got something to share. And I know Cobe
Okay, cool.
has some epic rhymes too, so I'm all about the team effort. So
absolutely.
To get,
Okay, so if somebody from Team Pachamama wants to go next, we'll do that. And then we can check in with everybody else still here. So we still got Erika, Rebecca, and Cobe. And Cobe, give me a thumbs up if you got something that you would be ready to share soon after. Yeah. Okay, cool. So do you want to... Somebody from Pachamama wants to go next then? Is that... Perfect.
Thanks for the space. This was super spontaneous. Philo just invited us over. We were driving home from a gathering. And yeah, I'd love to share this poem that I wrote a few years ago after my first big women's gathering I went to. And I was 8 months pregnant and just really happy to be surrounded by women. So this poem is called Standing in a Circle. And we're standing in a circle, all holding hands, swaying to the music, no thoughts, no plans. We can all see each other, beings just the same. No expectations or worries, a star family on one plane. Our star family exists together, sharing abundance without fear. We let each other come and go and give thanks for every year. A collective wisdom grows between us to be passed down to generations to come. This web of life we've woven thanks to all of us, not just one. We've experienced some heartbreak to be expected nonetheless. At the end of it all, we realize we are blessed. To have connected authentically, to have adventured far and wide, we learn how to help each other. We learn how to survive. Now our star family has grown with ever-reaching roots. We're still standing in a circle and continue to share our truth.
That's awesome. Beautiful. And do you want to tell us a little bit about just even, I mean, you already introduced it, but anything else you want to say about that poem?
Yeah, I feel very much connected to the sisterhood that has shown up in my life. And I find a lot of value in connecting in a circle and sitting together where we can all see each other and share how we're feeling and just come as we are. So I hold space for a lot of women's circles in Pittsburgh and just try to bring the divine feminine energy to the work that I do through Soul Home Sanctuary, which is where you can find me if you want to see more about what I do.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And sorry, was it Cait or was that? Cait? Awesome. Thank you so much, Cait. And again, for everybody who is hanging out in the room right now, Team Pachamama, afterwards, I'll make sure that I get your link. So for everybody listening to this, be sure to check out After Live Broadcast in the YouTube info to be able to connect with all the amazing creators that we have here tonight. So wonderful. And is there anything else you'd like to share in the moment other than maybe just gratitude for anybody tuned in?
Gratitude for the space and thankful to be connecting with you all.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Cait. Beautiful. Wonderful. All right. So with that said, let's just get a quick check-in to be able to see who has content that they are ready to be able to share. And so again, we got myself, Brendon, whole team Pachamama. We got Rose. We got Rebecca. We got Cobe, who is personally invited on behalf of Team Pachamama. And we've got Erika and we've got Jon as well, who is able to just jump in here as well. So for everybody here who's like got something and they're ready to share it, just give me a quick thumbs up. And it could be like music or poetry. So Kobe's got something. And Rebecca, was there like anything you wanted to share at some point? You're thinking about it? Okay. Let us know. No worries. No pressure either, right? For everybody here, just be here in a way that's comfortable for you. And yeah, allow this as just an opportunity for you to be inspired. So I'm gonna share. I want to try sharing something first, and then we're going to pass over to Cobe. So Cobe, is that cool with you? I'll just do one and then we'll pass it over to you. Awesome, sweet. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to try sharing a screen share. And so this is actually, some of you would have seen this recently. It was literally just like a YouTube video that I edited together. So this has got some like additional music behind it, and I'm gonna basically play the YouTube video. And so this is some flow tree that I caught on camera and I made into a little YouTube video, and this is called Rise of the Light Guardians. And again, even for myself, you know, flowetry, for me, it is about, again, like this practice of showing up without something pre-written, and you just kind of like take that first breath and things start moving through, and you just get in this zone and you just ride this wave, and you get really, it really allows you to kind of like reflect on the intentions within your heart, and allows you to like really practice stepping into this place of passion. Like sometimes when I'm doing my flow tree, like I imagine that I'm like talking to like a crowd of like hundreds of people, and I'm like in some like big like epic moment where I'm just like trying to like call people into action, or just like rise them into some sort of like epic adventure that we're all on together. So that was kind of what I was feeling while I was doing this. And I really encourage anybody here to kind of like practice getting into that mindset. There's different mindsets you can play with when doing flowetry. But yeah, imagine that you're just like trying to like rally the troops, so to speak. You're trying to rally the cause. You're trying to get people excited. You're trying to spark that fire. So that was kind of what I emanated here through this little bit of flowetry. So give me 2 seconds here. I'm gonna practice doing a screen share here. So I just have to take 2 seconds, and this should work, just as I have to click a couple extra buttons here. So give me 2 seconds for those of you watching across the internets. Okay, sweet. So this is good. All right, so for those of you, let me just check real quick. For those of you who are in the Zoom call, just give me a thumbs up if you can hear this.
So we will choose.
Can you hear that?
How it is that we live this life.
You guys hear that? Yes, you hear that? Thumbs up. Yeah.
Black and white.
Not just me? Okay, cool. All right, okay, cool. So I'm going to bring that up for the audio so that the broadcast will hear that. And for people in the broadcast, drop an 1111 as soon as you hear it, just to be able to confirm. Okay, sweet. So go ahead and enjoy. This is some forest flowetry Rise of the Light Guardians. And yeah, you can check this out on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/SkullBabylon. And obviously, if you're just listening to this into the future, then go ahead and check out the video afterwards. So here you go.
And so we will choose how it is that we live.
Yo, Brendon, we couldn't.
All right, there we go.
We couldn't hear the audio when it started playing.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, tell me if you can hear it now.
We will choose the choice.
Still can't hear it.
Okay, that's totally okay. And I'm just gonna click. Let me just see. How do I help you guys hear this? 1 second. I'm not just 100% sure how to make it so that you guys can hear this. Okay, 2 seconds. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear this in a second.
Between black and white. For when we get...
Now you can hear it. Okay, cool. All right, okay, so with that said, we're just going to play this, and then I have to like toggle some switches. So now the people in the broadcast and the Hangout can hear it. So awesome, sweet. All right, enjoy. This is a little premiere here. So yeah, so Team Pachamama, you guys can thumbs up. I guess they can't hear me right now. Okay, here we go. Enjoy.
And so we will choose how it is that we live this life. We will choose the choice between black and white. For when we get to the end, we will realize it was lessons all along. And yet if we can realize and hold that now, then that is how we sing our song. Into the self-empowerment of responsibility, into new waves of bliss within you and me. For can you see the truth that has always been written in these trees, in these veins within your arms that reach into the dirt to sing our voice so that all can be heard? For we are the roots planted here on this earth, and we are the trees that will bring forth this rebirth. So spread forth your oxygen of good vibes as we reach for the sky and we remember the truth that has been hidden inside all along, my friends. We play this game again, for it is here that we find our way back to infinity. Because there is always more to see within the spaces between you and me, for that is what makes the music that creates this perfect harmony. And so if you hear these words, if this is your song too, then join me in standing together, so that together we can move through beyond the illusions of separation, the stories of our past, for we are in the new age, and it is our story that shall come to pass. For you see, this is our calling. It is the very destiny of what it means to activate the gray Jedi within you and me. So light guardians and shifters unite as we change this world through the power of our might. And with the will of our love, we bring down the truth from above, and within and without, people start to remember what it's all about. And by our leadership, we will change this land. And by our choice, we shall take a stand for what is right within this world, to bring back harmony, to do the inner work that is truly necessary. And so let this necessity bring forth the shared choice that we can believe that we are here to make a difference, that we are here to sing this song, that we are here to awaken the spirit that has been sleeping all along. And so as we wake up together into better dreamers within this dream, my friends, I salute you as we celebrate what has always been, the mystery of this great mysteries, the truth between you and me, that we are just infinity looking back through these eyes you see. For it is all just us, and it is all just now. And as we continue to dance this dance, we will show others how to change this world with the power of their heart, to change this world with the power of their art. And so thank you for hearing this call, because all of us have a part. So breathe, just breathe. If that's the last thing you ever do, and just connect with this moment as you feel the inner truth of what is hidden in plain sight, of the magic that has always been, of the truth that connects us, that it is all love that can be seen. I love you. See you in the future. Yes. Alright. Sweet. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me again back in the Zoom chat. Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, feeling the rallying the troops on that one. So let me just stop the screen share here and I'll bring back the camera 2 seconds onto the broadcast. And we are back once again. 1 second. Oh man, what did I do? It's entirely glitched out. That's okay. Sweet. So hold on 2 seconds. Weird. I'm not sure why it's doing that. There we go. Okay, that's good. Sweet. Awesome. All right, we're back. Cool. Thank you again, everyone, for allowing me to share that. And yeah, like it's interesting because seriously, like even for me, just in that experience of making that and like kind of doing it, and then I go back and I like watch it, and it's like I'm listening to it in a way that it wasn't me. You know, it's kind of like, again, when we practice sharing our art, not just poetry, we're practice being ambassadors for like a voice that is our collective consciousness. And that's a very, very powerful thing. And that's why, again, I want to be able to create this space. So for everybody listening to this broadcast, this entire circle, the intention is for this to be a call to action, because this world needs our art. This world needs us to rise as social alchemists, to be able to bring forth this inner voice, to be able to bring forth this wisdom, and to be able to help like share this bigger story that is unfolding. And that was kind of my intention with that video there is, and this broadcast and ongoing content that I'm creating is that I'm helping weave and tell a bigger story. And this bigger story is the rise of the light guardians, the rise
rise of the shifters, rise of the light workers, the earth children, whatever you want to call us. But this is like an ongoing story of us just kind of like stepping into that place of purpose and just feeling so much like passion behind the dharma that we are walking, to be able to be of service and to be able to, again, just stand for the things that are important to us, and again, to be able to help lead each other back to the wisdom of our heart. So we listen to a video like that, and there's going to be a lot of people, and they're just going to be like, yes, that's awesome, but at the same time, we're kind of preaching to the choir. But if someone else were to see that video, they might see that, or they might hear anything else that's been shared on this broadcast, and they might just be like, whoa, like this is different. Like, this is different. This is not just like, you know, like somebody like, you know, just like singing about, you know, like making money and you know, fast cars and everything like that. There's like a deeper something here. And I think when we reach a certain degree of achievement, when you get that feedback from people and they're just like, it touches their heart, it opens their heart. And that was kind of the intention, even with that broadcast, and even with the music. Like, even when I was editing it, I was like, yes, like if I do this right, I know that someone could watch that video that I just made, go back and kind of really be in the zone, and it could probably make them cry. Like, if their heart was really open, they're just like, oh my God, there's like this is like so like in resonance with me, and it just kind of like really speaks to a deeper truth within my heart. And just seeing someone else just kind of like doing it inspires me so deeply. So again, in the same way, I know that relationship between myself and the audience and my content is there. Again, it's there with all of us. It's there with all of us. So again, I think that's a beautiful thing, to be able to see our art, our poetry, our flowetry, our songs as being a way to be able to invite people to open their hearts, to be able to lead people back to the wisdom of their own hearts. So yeah, thank you again, everyone, for listening to that and giving some finger snaps for the whole team there. So all right, awesome. And yeah, I do have plenty more poetry to be able to share, but I'd love to just be able to pass the mic around and hear from some people who I haven't even had a chance to be able to hear from yet. So Cobe, how would you be ready to go next? Go ahead and unmute your microphone, and we can get you set up to be able to come up on stage. So Cobe, just doing a quick sound check. You can hear us okay? And go ahead, just say hello, Cobe. I just want to make sure the audio is okay, and if we need to.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
We can. Awesome. So even if somebody from I don't know if Philo is still there, but Philo, do you want to just introduce Cobe?
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah. So yeah. Cobe is a key part of our Team Pachamama crew here in Pittsburgh. We've been co-creating a lot of events together. He was just interviewed in the newspaper the other day when we had our big rally for the Action for Amazonia. And I know he's got some awesome rhymes. We've been sharing rhymes all the time the last couple of days. So I'm excited to hear what he's got to share.
All right, awesome. So Cobe, welcome to the Synergy Circle Open Mic Jam. Passing the talking stick to you, brother, and go ahead and when you're ready.
So is it okay to share 3 verses?
That's cool. And I was just gonna say, if you just want to tilt down your camera, just kind of like position yourself, and yeah, perfect, sweet. All right, when you're ready. And yeah, three verses is totally cool, man.
Okay. I'm not saying I can put a block on a dolly. I'm not saying I can put a watch on Wally. But I can talk till my jaw reap a small heat, put me on the clock and watch us start stalling. Since I was washed up mopping with a small cut, deeping up the blood cop, just golly with my sock just falling as I saw dust when I grabbed the soft brush, noticed that it was hard but volley. Don't throw me on the stage, but I ain't propped up. Cobe in his lane trying to get stance major proper. If the divine give me time, I'll align. It'll get easy even in the shit, I'll give a child a dime. And if you drop it, it might roll to the alligators. Remember watching ninjas and Simba and eating couch potatoes? And not a green thinking, I'll just say that ounce fillet, there ain't no powder cake to thinking. I'll just say, check, I'll just bust it out and make some. Better yet, can I grow some without it seeming gruesome with a new thumb from seed I was growing underneath? Selling Neo, but I ain't no tumbleweed. Hopscotch up in the elements, thinking like telling me something is relevant. Looking at me like your stare stuck. What you looking at, my haircut? Never seen a man so childlike, never seen a child bow miles right up the cloud height like a cow psyche vow, saying that they're vow wow, staying up all night like an owl, standing in the owl looking for something that I'll like. I ate a bit of ranch one day, just slipped and I hated it. I almost defecated in my plate and a chain spit. Said cause I'm vegan, I can't grab some weights and lift, and in the morning I receive all kind of grits, plates of it. Faces looking at me like, how dare he not embrace the fish? How can he reject the chicken? Why don't he just take the shit? I hate pigs like NWA did, unlike NWA did. Every time they smoke around me, I just want to break cigs. But I smoke weed and tobacco. I like to take hits, cancer sticks, and organic spliffs. They ain't the same. Quit. What the man locked down is bringing your top down. It's things that I jot down. It's keeping my rock ground. And my life playing seeker on life like cock gowns. At a deputy wedding, don't you forget that I'm ready. I took my steps for this ending, and it's time to pop out. This one is about society. Daylight, man, I be glad that I'm alive for the great fight, cause I be moving in the ocean with the great whites, moving the intelligence like an AI, and I'ma keep it going even if I lay by the side of the road. I'ma get up on my soles, decided the path, I'ma get up off my decided the way, I'ma just flip the page. Hey, cause I got the motivation to take flight. Cause in the society, I just say sigh. I don't pay piper, I just pipe, put it in the face like fall by the wayside or change your ways. All right, we ain't dependent on you to punch you in your face or just get dependent upon you. Gorgeous since I've been a scholar. I apply when I apply like Impala to you Semyazas, you Benjamin monsters. Do you know what the cost is or what it would be? The situation don't look good to me. Let's up the standard. Don't hesitate to push the peak. Respect the Amazon. Better be good to me.
Awesome, dude. That was wicked, man. Do you wanna tell us a little bit more about just kind of the inspiration behind what you were sharing there?
The inspiration is basically these circumstances in our society that cause a rebel spirit into me, that kind of wants societal change in a way. So, or in a lot of ways, I would say. So I get most of my inspiration from my surroundings and my friends.
Awesome, man. And what would you hope people take from listening to some of your poetry?
I hope people take the transformational spirit with them to go out and do some transformational activities to kind of rev up the movement and get really innovative and creative. I hope I inspire people.
Awesome. That's beautiful, man. Well, thank you very much. And I'm sure there's plenty more where that came from. Is there anything else that you'd want to share right now, or should we pass the talk and stick around?
We'll just pass it.
Sounds good, man. Awesome. And do you want to just plug your social media channels real quick? Let people know where they can connect with you. Please go for it.
Thanks for letting me share.
And whereabouts do you on Instagram if people can follow you on there?
Yes, I do have an Instagram account. How do I get my social media info into the chat? Okay.
Yeah, I can post it when I post the other links too, Cobe.
That's totally cool. Yeah, I was just thinking if we could just mention it verbally, then people listening will be able to find it that way too. So.
Okay, my Facebooks, I have Facebooks. One is Cobe L, that's COBEEL, and then the other one is Cobe Azrael Ka Amanu, which is just COBE. There's not too many people named COBE in the region, so you probably should be able to find me. And I will just let Philo know my Instagram.
Perfect. All right, awesome. Thank you again, Cobe. Sweet. So Awesome, thank you. All right, so I want to check back in with Team Pachamama hanging out on the floor in the living room. Thank you so much again. And Philo, I actually wanted to be able to touch base because, again, during these synergy circles, we use this as an opportunity for people within the community to talk about the awesome ways that they're helping shift consciousness. And you mentioned it briefly, how you and the team had done the rally for Amazonia recently. And I wanted to be able to just invite you to just like kind of talk about that a little bit, but I also wanted to just be able to invite you, if you feel called, to maybe even do some like flowetry kind of like about like what that was, and maybe just kind of like the bigger vision, if you feel there's something that might come through on that. And it could be even like a team thing, like whatever, if Fungi and Falcon and Cait might want to jump in, but whatever, just kind of putting it out there. Yeah. Either way.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, real quick, I'll just say that we had a rally here in Pittsburgh called Action for Amazonia, where we gathered a bunch of people that were concerned about the fires in the Amazon, as well as some indigenous elders who came and spoke about just the importance of protecting the sacred Amazon rainforest, and also just taking action locally, thinking globally, taking action locally, because there's a lot of issues in many of our local cities that are important to take a stand on, whether it's like fracking for natural gas is a huge issue in Pittsburgh. It like poisons the water, gives people cancer. It's like really devastating communities all over the place. So that's kind of like a local issue that is important to raise awareness around and try and stop. And so we also had many representatives there like sharing alternatives, like we had solar companies there talking about you can get solar, you can get your whole house powered by wind power through this company called Inspire. Like there's really all these alternatives. So like this key distinction we try and make is like there's like this old paradigm of like destroying the earth, destroying nature, living out of balance, and then there's this alternative paradigm of trying to find harmony and coming back into balance. And so we're very passionate about like proposing solutions in every area of society that is an alternative to this destructive system. So you can always find like some kind of alternative, whether it's like maybe mainstream education is bullshit, so you find like alternative universities or Waldorf school, Montessori school, maybe you have destructive like healthcare system over here, then you can like shift into holistic medicine and all these alternatives. So like any issue that is problematic, there's almost always a positive alternative to explore. So Team Pachamama is all about like promoting these alternatives. So on our Facebook page, we always post like inspiring stories of ways that you can integrate holistic health into your life and that kind of stuff. And the Action for Amazonia rally was really great for that, because we raised awareness about the event. We got on the local news and the newspaper, and it felt good to just actually put our energy into doing something locally. And we had a potluck afterwards so people could actually connect, because that's another thing. Like at some rallies, you just go there and then you go home and you don't actually really connect with anyone. So we're about creating like holistic transformation as more of like a lifestyle, and it's pretty awesome. And I do have one song that I'm really inspired to sing, but I'm really passionate about letting everybody have a chance to speak first. So I would love if any of the other people who haven't really shared yet have something to share, I would love to invite that before I share.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, man, Philo, thank you so much for, again, just for the work that you put into that, and the call to action, and again for like you were on the news and everything like that, so there's definitely some like mainstream ripples that came out of that. And so just again, thank you for doing, we're all doing the work wherever we are, and I really appreciate everyone there helping lead the way. It means a lot. So
thank you.
Awesome. Sweet. All right, so let's check in, and yeah, for those who haven't had a chance to be able to jump on the mic yet, here's your invitation. And we still have Erika, and we have Rebecca, and we also have Jon, and I think Robbie is probably going to join soon, and we may be getting David David Weber, who some of you would probably know. Team Pachamama knows David Weber, and so he said he may be dropping in later. So for those of you, I don't want to hype him up too much, but seriously, if you stick around, it will be a treat if he makes it, if the universe wills it. So in the meantime, though, let's check in with who else here wants to share. So if somebody here, again, Rebecca, Erika, or Jon, one of you give me a thumbs up if you're ready to share, and then we'll figure out who will go next. And Jon is ready to go, so just checking in. I think Becca's just kind of hanging out, which is cool. Erika, did you want to share something at some point? Give me a something. Thinking about it. Whatever you feel. And again, reminder, this is all just practice, because I guarantee you, Erika, whatever you have to share will be meaningful for someone listening to it. So Erika, if you so Erika, just checking in with you. Do you want to do it and get it over with real quick? Not yet. Okay. Totally cool. All right,
on Erika and Rebecca, if you want to share, we're sending.
Oh man, no pressure though, right? So whenever you're ready, the stage welcomes your presence when you're ready. So I've already heard. We did like an off-air hangout last week, and so I did hear some of Erika's stuff, and it's cool. I like it. So hang tight. All right, so let's check in. All right, and we do have, it looks like Robbie is just joining in. So welcome, Robbie. If you're there, we'll just kind of give you a couple moments. But we do have, I think Jon is ready. And Jon, you wanted to do some freestyle, just kind of some flowetry. Is that what you were feeling? Cool. Sweet. All right, so what we can do, we can invite Jon to be able to go next, and then if anything, if Robbie is ready, we can get Robbie up on air pretty soon. And Robbie's coming in straight out of the YouTube chat, but we've known each other beforehand too. So welcome, Robbie. Robbie, go ahead and just give me a quick microphone check, Robbie.
Hi there, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. All right, perfect. All right, and Jon, when you get a second, just give me a quick microphone check as well.
Okay, how's that?
All right, so Jon, when you're talking, just bring your microphone a little bit closer when you can, and I'll adjust some gain filters on my end as well. And again, for people in the YouTube chat, just any moment where like the sound comes where it sounds weird, just let me know. But if it sounds good, drop 1111s. All right, so Jon, we'll pass over to you. And Jon, welcome to our Synergy Circle. It's glad to be able to have you here. And Jon he's been involved with the Paradigm Shift community over the past while, and he's been doing free hugs wherever the path takes him. And so Jon, passing the talking stick over to you, and welcome you up on stage for our Synergy Circle open jam. And so go ahead, you can just briefly introduce yourself and maybe even just kind of tell us a little bit about what you're going to do, and when you're ready, by all means, go for it. So welcome, okay. Jon.
All right, thank you, Brendon. Yeah, it's Brendon that's really inspired me to begin flowetry at all and make videos and things. So I haven't got a clue what I'm going to say at all. I'm just going to make it up on the spot, just like you said. But I mean, wow. I've just literally done my first open mic in public. I was really nervous, and I fluffed my words, and I was reading it off my phone, which isn't what I normally do. I normally just feel something and then express it in the way that it's shown. And really loving Team Pachamama on an instant level there. Hey guys, and everyone to do with the Paradigm Shift Central. I've just been sharing free hugs at a conscious camp in North Wales, and everyone there, they love the free hugs. So I guess that's it, and I really ought to try to flow something.
Yeah, and just Jon, just kind of maybe something that might be able to help with a little bit of direction. Maybe you could give us some flowetry. Maybe that's kind of like telling a little bit of the story of doing free hugs, if you feel called. Like maybe there might be like a jump point there, where you kind of like.
I always need someone to ask me a question.
What's that?
I need someone to ask me a question. You've just asked me a question. So.
Okay, so yeah, so tell us about your journey doing free hugs over these past many months, and the magical creatures you meet along the way, and the smiles you bring. So whenever you're ready, Jon, and just inviting everyone here to hold space, take a gentle breath when you're ready, and yeah, take as much time as you need. It's all just
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Doesn't mean that it doesn't mean something to me, even though it's just practice. I needed to take a sip of my tea. I've just been to a conscious camp and learned a lot about bringing the sacredness back. And back last year, I was in Barcelona in Spain, and I was scared, but I got my free hug sign out again, and I held it up above my head. I didn't look like this. I met a beautiful woman from Holland, and she said, "Why don't you grow out your hair and beard?" And I did. And no one recognizes me anymore. But that's not what I really wanted to talk about. That isn't what flowetry is for. It's to express how you feel, exactly like Brendon said. You connect. It's for me and it's for you. And it comes through. And I just say it as I feel to. It's not something I have memorized. I'm not good at that. I don't know the words, the songs. I couldn't sing you any. But I can speak and I can sing the words that my heart springs, or that my heart springs, or that my heart brings. But haven't we all got more than one heart? One here in our crown, one here in our third eye, one here in our throat, and our heart, and our solar plex, and our root. Every single bit of us is a heart. And to share it with you is immense. It's a pleasure. It's a treasure. It's exciting. It's scary. But the more you do it, the easier it becomes. And then you just see what you bring. And then you just see what flows, what grows, and what life shows you when you just let go. And that's all I know. In fact, I know that I know nothing. And the more I do this, the more I meet incredible souls and I share their energy. I'm in their space, my weakness, their strength, my strength, their weakness. And those things balance each other out. And there's no doubt that being a member of this synergy circle, this energy, it's helped me immensely. And I love you all, and I will do for eternity. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Jon. That was beautiful. That was wonderful.
Brendon.
I love that. I love that. We all have many hearts.
I just woke up accidentally at the right time to join in. So
accidentally at the right time. I like that. So. Awesome. All right, Jon. We'll anything else you want to share? Even just any gratitude, and then we'll pass it over to Robbie.
Just immense, like the emotion that I feel knowing that something as simple as holding a sign above my head brings me into conversations, maybe not as conscious as I'd like because of the places that I've been. And sometimes it's just people saying, does that say free drugs? Sometimes it's people who really needed a free hug. Sometimes it's just people who say, why are you doing this? And I try not to get argumentative, but I usually just say, why not? So I'm really grateful to all of you. So keep doing what you do. I can't help it. I can't speak normally anymore.
I know, now it's just like everything's just in flowetry mode now. It's just like once you click it on, it's just there forever. So
it is. Thank you very much. I might not be on for too long, but I'm definitely going to wait to hear what Erika has to say because I know that she's going to spit his truth in a minute.
Erika's just like, wait, what?
You can do it.
No pressure, Erika. All right, Jon, thank you again, and again, thank you for just you know, like the bringing the free hug signs with you where you've been, and just being able to create all those synchronistic moments, and to come back here and to tell us a little bit about it. It means a lot, and I really appreciate what you're doing, and thank you for all the seeds that you've been planting across your journeys. So
you're welcome, and I appreciate you too.
Awesome, thank you, Jon. And again, we'll put we'll get everyone's show note links into the video afterwards. So for anybody looking to connect with Jon, we'll connect his show note links as well. And with that said, we'll pass it over to Robbie. Are you ready to go next? You got some stuff that you've got planned.
You hear me okay, eh?
We can hear you pretty good. So let me just click a button here. So yeah, Robbie, welcome to the Synergy Circle. I'm glad you were able to make it. And
I saw it on IG, and it's 4:23 a.m. here. Because I'm in Scotland.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. So.
And I had to look at EST. I was like, what's EST? Eastern Standard Time. And it turned out just about to start. And then
that's perfect.
And then now I'm here. So
that's perfect. Well, thank you again, Robbie. And Robbie is a mutual friend of Paul Boggy, who does the Way of Conscious Mindfulness podcast. And so for those of you who haven't checked that out, be sure to check out that as well. I'll include a bonus link for that. And Robbie, you've been creating some awesome things. You've been, I guess, you've got some poetry that you've already made, and you've got some books that you've been working on and things like that.
I'm a trans medium. Check out imetatron.com. So I've got 4 books: How to Open Your Merkaba, Metatron, This is the Clarion Call, Metatron, This is the Healing Book, and 2 books from the Galactic Council. So I'm a deep trance channel. So these books have they seem to be helping people anyway, open up their hearts and get the divine nectar flowing, So, but I am a trained actor. I trained as an actor for 4 years before I, got into the whole ascension movement, So, I'm just getting back into my creativity. But I wrote a couple of poems. I've got a video poem actually of this one. I put it to video, but this isn't poetry. So I pre-wrote this. So if you'd like to hear this is called "I Am the Tao." Okay.
Absolutely, we would love to hear it. So,
okay,
Robbie, yes, when you're ready, please go right ahead.
Okay. I am Buddha. I am Krishna. I am Hitler. I am Mao. I am the Holy Spirit. I am the Tao. I speak for all mankind and those who aren't there. I speak in kindness and in fun. I shout and scream and swear. I'm the newborn babe with not a hateful thought. I am all the wars of folly that the soldiers should not have fought. I am the corporations that make up unjust laws. I am the bribed executive. I am all mankind's flaws. I am pure enlightenment and I created everyone. I am the mountain and the stream. I am the sun. I am the warning to turn back now or burn. I am the blowtorch. I am the urn. I give you all a choice to awaken and be free. My words are all important, at least they are to me. I'm a man hanging on a cross. I'm the threat of hell, which is such a load of toss. I am the truth, and the truth will set you free. I am the awakener, and don't you dare follow me. I am the I am that you've been waiting for. I am Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. I am mighty Thor. I am the itch that you need to scratch. I am the chicken in the egg about to hatch. I am the creative touch that you all have inside. What shall we create today? A roller coaster ride? I am the alien from a galaxy far, far from here. I am here to let you see yourself, to free you from all fear. I am your potential. I am full of only love. I am yin, and I am also yang. I am the mighty dove. I alight on each and everyone who seeks to know right now. I am all that is and all that's not. I am the Tao.
Very cool. That was awesome, Robbie. Thank you.
Thank you.
How long ago did you write that one?
I wrote it ages ago, quite a few years ago, but I put it to a video.
Right.
It's on, tagged you on it on Instagram.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, so have a look at it's on YouTube as well. It's just like a 2 and a half minute poem.
And that's for those of you looking on Instagram, connect with Robbie at Robbie_MacKenzie_I Metatron, and ROBBIE MacKenzie_I Metatron. We'll put a link for that in the show notes as well. So cool, awesome. Robbie, did you want to share a couple more?
I've got some more here if you want to hear them.
Yeah. Please, by all means, we'll get in a couple more. If
I did a few of these ones that were like an I am collection.
Cool. And I was just gonna say real quick, just to everybody in here, if anybody has to like jump out at any, like early, let me know, because I want to be able to like give you a chance to either just like share anything before you have to head out or anything. So again, like Team Pachamama, like if you guys are feeling like you're gonna call it a night soon, just let me know and we can make sure that we get the microphone over to you before. Because we've been go ahead. Yeah.
Parker and Cait at the Ghost soon, so Parker would love to. You want to? Do we maybe after Robbie shares get a little like beatbox group cipher going?
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so Robbie, do you wanna do I guess one or two? I'll let you decide.
I'll just do one more I am poem. Yeah. I'll just do one more because and then I'll let you do your bebop, yeah?
Sweet. And that will be open for anybody to kind of jump in on. So, yeah. Cool. Okay, so Robbie, go right ahead.
Okay. I am the biggest fight, the final passing right. The hardest thing for everyone is to come into the light. I am the darkness, there's no doubt. I am all your demons too. I am the courage to look in the mirror and scrutinize the view. I am the delirium tremens shaking for a drink. I am denial and lies, and I'm smarter than you think. I am the pious pedo, the pervert and the fool. I am all you think is nasty, and all you think is cool. I'm smoking hot and full of cash. I'm bawling and I'm broke. I'm the powerful hit of THC when you pass the toke. I'm scared of my potential. I'm comfortable in a pose. I incarnate with all this mess. I am the thorny rose. I inflate my massive ego. Contradiction 101. I'm hide and seek with who I am, but I am a lot of fun. I swear and think of daddy. I taste the nasty soap. The fear of what the neighbors think. The congregation joke. I am the integration, the ascension of my kind. Clearing all this poisonous shit to stop me being blind. I fast to find my center. I awaken in a flash. I see the truth of all that is, and all I can do is laugh. There's hope for each and everyone who clears away the fear. We're all in this together. Ascension's coming near. You are divine. Don't let them say that you are not enough. Be wary of projecting all of that nasty stuff. Find your center. It's not too late to find out who you are. You're pure divinity. You're a shiny star. You are whatever you want to be. Your creation is immense. The cosmic light is upon us now, and it's getting real intense.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robbie. That was beautiful. Awesome. So thank you again, Robbie MacKenzie. And your website, is it imetatron.com?
imetatron.com, yeah.
So the letter I, Metatron.com. iMetatron. So it's pretty easy to remember. So yeah, definitely inviting people to check that out. And Robbie, happy to be able to have you here. So
thank you for having me on. It's quite a nice synchronicity.
Absolutely. Cool. All right. So with that said, I want to be able to acknowledge that we're going to kind of like segue things here. And I know some people are leaving from Team Pachamama. We do actually have a new player who has joined the game. Welcome to David Weber. So David, go ahead and just unmute your microphone. Let's just do a quick sound check. You can just say hello real quick.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, you guys.
Awesome.
This is Alexia.
Hey, welcome.
I'm a backup dancer.
Alexia, welcome. Thank you so much. I'm glad we got the whole team here. So, all right. So, with that said, I want to be able to just check in. Philo, what are we feeling right now? Because obviously we were kind of talking about doing like a group cipher, and lo and behold, David just kind of like shows up on perfect timing. So, give me some ideas on what you kind of feel would work here.
Yeah, it's all divine timing because me and David have facilitated multiple poetry ciphers, and I think we could totally do one online. So basically, we just imagine that we're all like in a huddle. So if we could just have Rose basically imagine that she's connected to Falcon, and then us four are right here. So then next to me is Erika, and then next to her is David. And next to David is Brendon, and you're back connected to Rose. Then we get this little cipher going, and if we could just, whoever wants to be unmuted to like do a beatbox or something, we could hopefully not have too much chaotic noise going. It sounds like there's a little bit of feedback. Maybe I don't know. We'll probably be all right. But
yeah, it might be an issue where if some people have their microphones open, we might get some feedback open.
So, got some art playing. That's what's up.
Yeah, this may like,
who's art?
Tech wise, there may be a couple hurdles here, but we can still give it a shot.
All right. Word.
So, because I'm also going to be kind of like adjusting the sound levels because I have to bring the gain up, but only on your end and not on everyone else's. So I'm going to have to make sure that it's not blowing up the sound, but we'll give it a shot. So who does anybody want to bring in a beatbox? Maybe even somebody from Team Pachamama?
A little beatbox and a little drum gun.
Yeah, that can work. All right, so the way how we'll do this, we'll kind of just allow the natural flow to start off. Someone from Team Pachamama can even just kind of like start off the flow tree, and then whenever someone feels ready to kind of jump in, allow yourself to just kind of wait when there's a bit of a pause. And that will be kind of like we can literally prompt when we're kind of passing it off, but absolutely everybody here is invited to jump in, and we'll just kind of go with the flow. And again, this is all just practice.
Yes,
so
what we like to do is like have everybody sing the chorus together, which goes like this: Get out the way, let the
universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play.
Get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play. Gonna park it too far. Gonna pass the mic to Parker Webb. So after this hook, we will get on the mic. Like, get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play.
Let me get up on this microphone, ride life through its highs and lows. Don't ever want your mind to close. Open up, yeah, there's no going back. You know we in a cipher, that's a fact. So let's get this exciting. Time to make this enlightenment go like the lightning is coming down. Yeah, I like to spit. Let a little hockey go. Yeah, I ought to know where it's gonna go, but instead I'm just letting go and letting flow come through. What's backwards is the wolf. Write it up exactly like the Kush. David Webber's on the nextness. Erika be checking in. Mr. Brendon's gonna come up on the mic respecting it. Plus we got Cait, Philo, and the Falcon. We be taking off. Yeah, you know the team is bout it. Big at your mama, put your feet up on the earth now. Everything's gonna work out when we put that work in for certain. Let's go and speed it up just a little bit. We can go and heat it up. Everything that we doing got the team up. Yeah, we about to rise, and there's no surprise that we going up real high now. With the beatbox on, gonna pass it, cause I'm feeling like the Hawk done smashed it, and I keep on going. I guess it be like, get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play.
David's up next on the mic. You gotta unmute yourself, brother man. All right, after this hook, get out the way, let the universe play.
Hey,
Let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play.
Parker Webb's just murdered the beat like Spider-Man. Like Peter Parker, bro, I am a fan. I'll be in NorCal, but more central. In the redwoods of Santa Cruz, getting dental. Work done in the astral realm while we sleeping. DMT secreting and we weaving through the dream. It's so good to be with the paradigm shift. Brendon, I don't know how you've been doing this for like 6 years or more. All the freaking time. Your consistency makes me feel like I should whine a lot less about everything in my life that I don't get to grow into fruition. Cause damn, you tight with the discipline, and we hear and we listen in and we go within. The gift is in the symbolism of life. Yeah, this is kind of like a symbol that got stolen by some white looking people, just like me, just like y'all. And we here now, and I say that we should be more respectful of things that look like this. And I love you all, giving thanks for the bliss. I haven't been on a live stream in a minute. I ain't even freestyled that much recently, I admit it. But y'all are awesome and you're really cool. So thanks for inviting me here. And Erika, take us to school.
Get out the way, let the universe play.
Erika, this is your chance. It's like your 8 Mile moment right here. When you're ready, just let it all flow. I'll just set it up here for Erika to know that she's already got the strength inside her. She just has to let it go. Let go of the fear that might be holding her back. Remind her that this is all just practice, even when it's whack. So don't worry, my friend, because we're here to hold space. The parachute's expanded as we're flying through this space. So let go of the chance to remind yourself there ain't no race. So allow yourself to go at your own turtle pace, because that's how the turtle won the race all along. It's the fact that it wasn't trying to be the hare song. It was just being who it is, because that's all we gotta do. And so Erika, I see the light that is within you, and so allow this moment to expand as you level up within this opportunity, my friend. So Erika, passing the mic to you to let the rhythm flow. Allow yourself to speak, and remember, just let it go.
Get out the way.
Come on, Rose. Come on, Rose. Help me out, Rose.
Get out the way.
Don't worry about the rhyme, Erika. The words will come through. Just find the cadence and let it flow through.
Y'all put me
It's
on
just
the spot.
it's just like dancing with words.
I mean, I'm it up in freestyle.
You don't have to rhyme. You could just talk to the flow.
Tell us a story about the cosmic.
Man, he said no holding back. I kind of feel attacked. I'm going with the flow. I'm kind of letting go. It's starting to come out. It's coming out my mouth. I'm moving at my lips. I'm trying to find the words, not worried about rhyming. I'm feeling kind of nervous, not knowing what comes next. You beautiful people. I'm loving the vibes. I'm feeling the moment. I'm letting go. I'm drinking my water. Hey. Get out the way, let the universe play.
Get out the way, let the universe play. Erika, you've done it. You've won this game by taking the first step and allowing yourself to see all the views from up high as you're flying through the sky. And now you shifted your paradigms through the lie that you've got this within you all along, and you practice this even just once a day to sing your song. So let this be like the dance that you're creating with your words, allowing your love to come through with each verse. So Erika, you've already won simply by trying, and I appreciate you. That ain't no lying. So keep spreading those wings, and together we'll be flying. Thank you, Erika. Yeah. Passing it over to Rose next and letting her expand all the flowers in the land and these petals for you and me, my friend. Rose, when you're ready.
Okay. I'm not a good freestylist, but all right. Get out the way, let the universe play. Some know me by Rose from back in the day. I'm here to say hey to my family astray. Here we are here, united in love. So cosmic equestrians, mount up, let's go, let's ride. Let's ride. We're glowing, we're strong, we're glowing, we're growing, stronger. And no matter the poison, we break out of that prison, mind shattering and spirit rattling. We're here. So get out the way, let the universe play.
Get out the way,
I don't know.
let the universe play. That was awesome, Rose. Thank you for nurturing us with the nectar of your beautiful flowers and reminding us that we're all little bees in this hour, spreading our rhythm throughout this land from flower to flower and back to the honeycomb hive is where it's staying live, because we gotta keep reminding ourselves to bring it with these vibes, because we dance our little bee feet and we turn the nectar into the beautiful vibing trees because that's what we are as our branches spread nice and far. And I pass this mic back to Team Pachamama to remind us where it's at and bring it back to the heart. And Philo, I want to hear from you to teach us how this all starts. Get out of the way, let the universe play.
Up next, she's gonna let it flow.
Cait's up next. Go for Cait.
Get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play.
Wanna thank my sisters, Erika and Rose, for going first and sharing their flows. Woo! I'm new to this too, not sure what to do. Just gonna get out of my way, see what comes through. Woo! Walking through the forest, through the unknown. Yeah. Get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play.
So I'm gonna hop on the mic, maybe pass it over to Falcon. After that, but I'm first gonna tap it like a handoff, and I band off, and I take the band-aid off. Cause you can't put band-aids on a deep trauma. Gotta face all your internal drama. Gotta do the deep work, it takes time. Can't rush that shit, got to align with the divine time. It takes a lot of time, like the pace of the nature. And you don't have to listen to the haters. They just wish they could heal with themselves. They facing projections and they face all their rejections. So they put the blame on you, and we are all part of the same crew. Once we realize that we on the same team and we all co-create this lucid dream, then we can work together and turn the shit into spaceship Earth, flying through the universe, past galaxies, talking new ETs and DMT frequencies, hanging out. Every day we turn the Earth to a festival, flying through the galaxy. That's what I'm talking about. You know, we got the potential and we got the energy. We got all of the technology. All we gotta do is shift our consciousness. All the solutions are so obvious. We don't have to build rocket ships, cause we already on spaceship Earth. Shout out to Ashton, he's playing that music. And you know he is grooving. And we living in the music. And we making green smoothies. Life is so groovy. Life is a movie. Put it on repeat. Life is groovy. Get out the way, let the universe play.
Get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play.
Falcon's up next, let the universe play.
Hey yo, Falcon's next, the beat, key the tracks, coming left and right through the street car wrecks, untouched, unscathed, in the pool he bathed, while he sipped on a cup of marmalade, coming through like an Everglade alligator. I say now and I sip on a now and later. Then I move out to the left field, come back inside, oh look, guess I healed. Hey, the wound is sealed, the deal is peeled, the drink, it is in the field. I come around and around like a vortex, and then I come back and I check my reflex. Oh, it's cat-like, oh, it's bat-like, I'm upside down like a clown, and that's like Philo's father. He said, yo, I am your father. He said that to Philo. It's true. I was chilling on Philo's pillow last night, upside down, billow in clouds outside with the moonlight, lunar height. I come through like a lunar kite. Oh, flight in the field. Well, I feel later. Coming. Don't know where I was going, but I end up here anyway. That's to say Tuesday. Can I get back on the ship? Can I cruise? Hey, yes I can. You throw me the rope and I go pull up like a potato. I don't know where I'm going. All right.
Get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play.
Singing at home, let the universe play. Watching in the future, let the universe play. Get out the way and let the universe play. Every day is a brand new day, so live in a beautiful way. You got the potential, peace is essential, and it's all confidential. The universe doesn't have no secrets. They are not hidden in Egypt, because the big secret is that we are each it. We are divine love. Thank you so much.
Cause the universe is you reversed. 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 So use your verses, use your verses. Everybody comes through, don't need no churches. We pray and play and get out of the way. Just saying, lyrically spraying and don't know what I'm saying. And that's the real reason that we all let matter dissolve into mother. Just because I come back with my brothers and my sisters. Just to make sure I'm running till I get blisters. Twist up the peace sign, bring it back with each rhyme. Everything we say is divine to the 3 times. Raise it to the power up. Every time the tree rise, branches out the roots down. Now we need to climb up back with the great divine. These grapes and wine, I'll stomp it back and make some wine. I said, no time to whine or complain. I'm saying that this ain't coming from the brain, from the heart all day. And we go channel it, rise and shift in the paradigm. And every single time we drop it right on a dime. Every single rhyme, you know that this is the truth. Inside the universe is you reverse. Let's get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way, let the universe play. Get out the way.
Bringing down the energy. Let's land the spaceship, y'all. Let's take some deep breaths.
Yes. Awesome. Good job, team.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. Good job, everyone. That was so good.
I think we're gonna sign off here. Do you think we could just have a closing circle?
Yes, whatever you feel called to share before you head out. Absolutely.
Cool. Well, yeah. Let me grab this one.
And then after they've kind of wrapped up on the mic, David, give me a thumbs up if you got some things that you would be ready to share shortly afterwards, and then we're gonna get close to wrapping up the whole broadcast in itself soon enough. But yeah, okay, cool. So we'll hear from David. I got probably at least like 1 or 2 more, and then if anybody else has any to share, and then we'll pretty much wrap it up. So yeah, Philo and team, thank you so much again, and go ahead, close us off with whatever you would like.
Cool. Yeah, I just appreciate you, Brendon, and inviting me and us on. This is really fun, and I feel like this is good use of technology and the internet to spread positive energy. I just want to say I wrote this book called Unlocking Our Superpowers, which is pretty much a synthesis of all the coolest tools for transformation that I've learned over the past like 10 years. And the whole book is online on teampachamama.net if you want to read it like chapter by chapter, or you can order it on Amazon if you want, or I could just like mail you a copy or something, anyone watching. But it's a really fun book, and it's a lot of like powerful practices for living the paradigm shift like every day of your life in different ways. And so I just wanted to share that. Teampachamama.net has a lot of other cool information. It's got check out Parker Webb's Planet Vegan music video. It's pretty epic.
And we'll post Cait's awesome website, all the women's work she does, and Falcon's music. And if you want to friend me on Facebook, I'm Philo Lila, Philo, last name Lila, Lila. And yeah, this is really fun. And I'm super glad David jumped on. I was just thinking about him today because I posted this thing when I used to live at his house in Asheville. So yeah, you can see my profile if anyone wants to read what I posted today. But yeah, any of y'all want to share anything else?
Yeah, even just grab it.
Just yeah, thanks for setting this up. I feel like I know a bunch of you already. I think I've seen you on some videos before, Brendon, so it's cool to finally interact. And yeah, I dropped my my SoundCloud link, but it's Parker Webb Raps. So that's on SoundCloud, YouTube. Yeah, once again, Planet Vegan is on there. That's a fun little video that we did not too long ago. A lot of the team is in that. And yeah, gonna keep on building and making some more music. So it's nice to have a platform to spread that. This felt super energized, and I feel better than I did having came in here. So I think let's keep making the music the medicine and keep on sharing. And we all have a piece of the puzzle. When we put it all together, we can see more clearly. So much love, y'all. Much appreciation.
Awesome. I guess I would say too. I thank you for organizing this, Brendon. Super happy to be part of it. My music's online at clairvoyage at bandcamp.com. You can also like Clairvoyage on Facebook, or there's an Instagram which is like just like Clairvoyage __. And that's my music. And then poetry is on Facebook, Falcon Art. So that, and I like to travel and play music when I travel. So if anyone like knows, is in a different city that's cool and is like, hey, check this spot out, check that spot out, or like my friends have house shows, come play. Like, let me know. That's making connections, especially over the internet. All right.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Falcon.
Now I'm just thankful for the space and thankful for the chance ever since meeting this group and joining Team Pachamama, just becoming more comfortable to get out the way and let the universe play and flow has been really rewarding. So thankful for that.
Awesome.
And real quick, I just feel called to sing this little song that I channeled this morning. This song is about like the dark night of the soul. I've gone through a lot of dark nights of the soul, but like last November, I felt like I went through like a couple of lifetimes of dark night of the soul. And it was like the most intense darkness I could ever imagine. So I'm just going to sing this little song that came through to anyone watching now or in the future that's going through a tough time. I just feel like this might help out a little bit. Some days it's a dark night of the soul. Sometimes the darkness just won't go. Pain can be so unimaginable, like the devil himself won't let you go. Some days it's the dark night of the soul. Sometimes the darkness just won't go. The pain can be so unimaginable, like the devil himself won't let you go. I pray for you to rise from the deep, back into the light of peace. I pray for you to rise from the deep, back into the light of peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Philo. That was awesome.
That's a song in the making.
And just honestly, just listening to that like inspires me to get more into like the singing side of things as well, which we haven't fully tapped into too much tonight, but for myself at least. But yeah, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Bounce out of here and clean up our dinner. So thank you.
Yes, and
let's do this again.
And absolutely, and thank you everyone for showing up, and for everyone watching this. Remember this moment and stay tuned, because again, for as a director of Paradigm Shift, part of my passion is being able to curate the content being created by other people. So be it Philos, Cait's, Falcons, or Fungi's, Parker's, looking forward to being able to help feature some more of your content, in particular Parker's Planet Vegan video as well, which I shared into the YouTube links as well. So
yeah, I'm gonna stick on here. I want to hold space with David.
And I was about to say, I think if David's gonna be next, you might just want to keep it on in the background. So, all right. So thank you again, Team Pachamama, for everything that you do and for just helping create this space with us tonight. Super appreciated. All right. Awesome. And reminder to everyone, be sure to check the show notes afterwards to be able to connect with all their individual content and support their work as creators. And with that said, let's check in. David, just wanted to be able to invite you to be able to walk up to the stage next. And if you have some poems that you would like to share, then please feel free to let us know. So, David, are you ready to drop some flowetry on the mic?
I'm here, man. I don't know about some flowetry, but I just wanted to send love and respect and peace and blessings to all the individuals tuned in to this channel here in Meow. And let y'all know that I've been out here on the front lines, purposefully pollinating perpetually, definitely since the last time we all connected. And there's a higher pattern and an upward spiral and an incredibly coherent, self-organizing geometry manifesting amongst the icons and movers and shakers and wealth holders and investors and influencers and leaders and teachers and speakers and creators out here around this big, beautiful world. And I just wanted to give a PSA from the front lines that shit's looking really good. Shift's looking really good. And people are fired up and inspired, and capital is moving to projects that weren't receiving it before. And like the forecast is looking fortunate, despite the dismal detriments that we see all over the place. Quick, timely note, if anyone's in San Francisco this weekend, hit me up for free tickets to Planet Home, which is an amazing event that's happening with Bill Nye the Science Guy and Snoop Dogg and Peter Diamandis from X Prize and a bunch of other incredible speakers on climate change like Chuta Scott Martinez and some others. I'm going to be there on the ground helping out with that. And yeah,
like
sorry. What is it?
Bill Nye and Snoop Dogg like performing together?
Ooh, I don't know. I hope so. Yeah, Snoop Dogg goes on right after Bill Nye finishes his keynote, so maybe I'll like talk to Bill Nye before and get him to freestyle over some. That would be cool. But yeah, just deep bows and high fives and big hugs to all y'all, especially you, Brendon, for continuing to put positive vibrations and content out into the universe. Great work. And
awesome.
Yeah, anybody here is ever in New York or lives in New York, hit me up. I'm there. And I'll be back in October. And yeah, just came from Burning Man. It was a miracle. If you think that it's a waste of energy and resources, think again. And I love you all so much.
Awesome. Thank you, David, for dropping by and for giving us the updates. And would there be any websites for us to let people know that they can check out to be able to either just find more of your stuff online, or, I mean, obviously I can share your Facebook.
Sure.
Anything else to let people know about?
Yeah, Facebook's good. If you want to hear my old music, circa like 2015 and before, sohamspeaks.bandcamp.com is still working. And yeah, stay tuned. I might release something as soon as a few days from now. We'll see. So yeah, definitely vibing into more creative flow. I'm the most hyper externalized person I know. And I'm about to go to a 13-day silent meditation course here in a week. So
that's awesome, man.
First time I'll have ever been alone with myself. So I'll have more to share in the future.
Don't do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, David, how would you feel? Would we be able to share one of the tracks from your Weaving Threads off your Bandcamp? Could we incorporate one of those into the broadcast just as an example for people to be able to enjoy? Could we do that?
Sure, bro. Yeah, I'd say, I don't know if you know the music. I'd say either 1320 or Practice Laughter Yoga. It depends on what mood you're in.
1320, that's one of the names of the songs?
Yeah, that one's quite a bit more serious. But yeah, it's up to you, man.
All right. Well, yeah, so would Practice Yoga be another good one?
That's a good one. Yeah. I might have to like turn off my video and pretend like I'm not here. But...
You're okay if we share it though? That's cool.
Feel free, bro.
Cool, man. All right. Okay. Well, dude, I'd love to be able to do that, just to be able to give people a sample. And again, you know, for anybody, if you're familiar, if you've seen the movie Journey to Lucidity, David, he's featured in that as well, and Philo is featured in the second one. And both of these have been people that have inspired me greatly. So yeah, running into them along the journey and being able to just like help share what they're doing, I do it with the intention just to be able to, again, remind all of us that this is the same creative force that's coming through them is the same creative force that's coming through all of us. So give me 2 seconds here as I just cue things up for people listening to this within both streams. And this is going to be played off of David's, this is an older release from sohamspeaks.bandcamp.com. And this is queued up here. So check it out in the YouTube chats, check it out in the show notes. And we'll play this next track. This is Practice Laughter Yoga, and we'll play this for the next couple minutes. So stand by as I switch the things over, and give me a thumbs up within the Zoom chat if you guys can hear it once it starts playing. So stand by. All right, sounds good.
Also, rest in peace, Frank Heist. He produced this track.
Yo. It's that blues. Cats myron on the lions with the mic. We like some tyrants, writing lines like I'm Lord Byron, fighting crimes like I'm a siren, enticing dimes like I'm the siren. Flip the script, I watch the iron, sitting silent, high and smiling on an island close to Thailand. Tight-willed, quite bright, white, skilled illiterator, thinking ink and sink with sphinx, a true collegiate riddle, major, real in flavor, record make or breaker with the quill and paper, stable as a table, label as an Egyptian middle ager. Cross some bumpy roads, the foes arose until the skater minds blowed like Humpty goes, compose the flows and fill an acre. Life's a bitch, well this gets nap and dream about rap until I take a break. I make her recognize the real instead of silly fakers. Found a pound of loud, I'm bound to clown from ground to cloud, back down to town, astound the crowd and crown the sound profound. I lounge around alert by words and herbs while adding verbs to proper nouns, design a rhyme to find sublime and wind aloud good thoughts abound. We finally found the keys to the doors of perception. Is this waking life a dream? Are we just born from inception? This metamorphic assessment is an important investment. Is the source of our pleasure the same source of our stresses? Moving forward at a tortoise pace, distorted progression. Global elite too big to fail, can't afford a confession. Shit, yeah, there's more to this lesson. Take a deep collective breath, let's start exploring the essence. Where we are right now, this is the present. The relevance of past and future are our minds manifested. We holding down the third dimension, many higher levels. This reality's vibrational like bass and treble. Thoughts and feelings are our notes. The body is an instrument, our actions are the music. Life's a dance, so do get into it. You're probably on this planet to bring light to the dark. Spread love, be of service, and breathe life into art. Stand up for our mother, she's a high-class woman. Celebrate with the tribe and get your fine ass grooving. Aligned with divine trinity, a thrice competent. Confidently light up the path to Christ consciousness. Let go of the past, accept and reflect. If you wanna know yourself, then just connect with your breath. Do what you love every day. Don't just be some hired help. Open up to inspired assignments from your higher self. Aliens exist, indubitably. They probably rule the planet, chilling with the super elite. Confusing our creed, abusing and consuming our seed. All up in our news feeds, shit's amusing to see. And out in space, floating floating like a jar of chia seeds. An ever benevolent race of beings from the stars, the Pleiades intervene, assisting and maintaining sacred balance, planting star seeds, bringing the dawn like the Taoist. I followed the white rabbit till I went and met her fairy daughter. No more need to carry blotter when life is like Harry Potter, ace in the newts. Got off topic, went and flipped the script. Smile if you hip to this, flying on my hippogriff to Bohemian Grove. Go Google that while I rock a bunch of foil, cause I think my noodles tap. Watch the show Spirit Science on YouTube. Watch the show Spirit Science on YouTube. From below Melchizedek. Yo, let me be direct. Living in the heart truly taught me how we affect everything. All of life is interconnected, and the dogmatic propaganda of a sinner rejected is a half-truth. Man, I love cashews. Superfood smoothies, get high and bash food. Health Force nutritionals are the most legitimate medicinal food products.
To be honest, the rest of this is like, I would have cut
this all out. Here's a scene for your mental. Proper nutrition is supremely essential. Veganism's pretty dope.
Advertisements.
Go,
New Age
what's
2012
that,
advertisements.
Right? Yeah, any commentary you want to add over this as we pause it here for a second?
Can't hear you, bro.
Oh, 1 second. Yeah, sorry, I was just saying, any commentary you want to add into this as we pause it for a second?
Yeah, I would say just stop it there, but this is really just a big love to Frank Heiss, who has since passed. We recorded that entire song in an hour in a hotel room in Athens, Ohio, when he from Massachusetts to work with me because he wanted to get some songs done. So yeah, bless his heart. And yeah, a lot of that stuff is still true. And that verse will be re-released. About 50% of what you guys just heard will be re-released on a track with the Human Experience called Lionheart later this year. So I'm recycling.
Wow, dude.
Those bars.
Congratulations on that too. That's awesome,
platform.
man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. And actually, I just wanted to again just like say huge congratulations because I've seen again, not even just like we haven't had the chance to just like directly chat, but I know like over the past while you've been up on stage in some pretty influential events, like even just performing at some like conscious festivals and things like that. Is that correct?
Yeah, I've been doing like quite a bit of speaking and performing, but no recording. So things are still moving forward. But yeah, thanks for that. I appreciate the acknowledgement.
Absolutely, man. Cool, dude. Well, thank you again for being here, and I'm glad we still got to be able to share one of the tracks from that. And again, that's at sohamspeaks.bandcamp.com. We'll put that into the show notes for people to be able to check that out. And yeah, getting close to wrapping up the show here. David, anything else that you want to share, even just gratitude before we begin to just close things off?
Yeah, just say keep the faith, keep doing what you're doing. If you're really struggling to get by financially and you're not tied to a location, just move to Bali right now and do yourself a favor. It's worth it. Hit me up if you need help with that. I had a sweet experience of being out there, and I've seen a lot of people who were struggling in the States to get off the ground, go out there and cut their living expenses by 80% and multiply their quality of life by a factor of 10 or more, and build the momentum that they needed to really take off and soar and move back to the States with a renewed attitude. So I just know a lot of us out there, are struggling, and just to serve as a reminder that like our US passports give us access to the world, and there's some places where upgrades are a lot easier to assimilate. So yeah, just I wish somebody would have told me that 7 years ago when I was doing everything I could to pay way too much money to live. So
pro tips right there, man. Awesome, dude. Well, thank you again. And just checking in, Philo, did you want to jump on? I see you sitting in front of the camera. Did you want to say something?
Not really, but I will, since you asked me, I'll say that. Yeah, I do this thing called the joke revolution. I believe that we're all most people are suffering from what's called joke amnesia, where they can't remember any jokes, or they don't even know one joke. Maybe they know one joke, but everywhere I go, I ask people for jokes at the grocery store, on the street, like anyone I meet. I just like, hey, do you know any jokes? So I've over the last 2 years, I've amassed this ginormous joke collection, and it's pretty fun to just break people out of their normal robotic social interactions and just like switch things up. You know, I also say like happy whatever day of the week it is. So now it's Happy Tuesday. And it's just fun to like treat people like they're actual human beings and not just like robots who work at a grocery store or something. So a few little jokes that are good to share is like, do y'all know there's 3 types of people in the world? Those who can count and those who can't. How do you know if a hippie's been staying at your house?
I don't know.
They're still there.
Too real. Too real.
And I sometimes qualify as a hippie, and so I can.
You can make that joke, yeah.
Yo, what kind of pants do the Mario Brothers wear? Denim, denim, denim. Denim, denim, denim. Denim, denim. Denim, 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 denim.
That's a real synchronicity for me, because I'm going to be doing some open mics, comedy. So that's a great, that's perfect synchronicity. In fact, that's part of the reason that I came on, because I'm just getting back. My mum and dad passed away within 6 weeks of each other, like 15 years ago. And I just gave up acting. I got all spiritual. That's when I became a medium. And I'm getting back on stage. So that's a real synchronicity, you know, the jokes. Brilliant. Yeah.
There we go. Awesome.
Thank you for
Conscious
that.
comedy.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
Laughter's like this vibration that just like breaks up fear and anxiety energy. So like if you can get people laughing or even just smiling, it like
Yeah. It's a real change for me, because I've been doing all this medium stuff for so long, and then suddenly, a stand-up comedian, are you sure? But this channelings have told me that I'm going to be doing that. So, you know, kind of like, you know, wait a minute, really? Comedy? You know, so, yeah.
Well, that's and Philo, one thing, you know, I was thinking about you recently because you've done a lot of like character comedy type stuff, and I think that's like such a fun thing when you kind of like you create a character and then you practice kind of channeling, and then you kind of get into this context in this zone, and then everything that kind of comes through is through the lens of this character. Any thoughts on that, or any do you want to give us any samples or any new characters you might be working on, or some you want to take out of the box?
Well, when you enter the present moment, you will see that the energy of your body shifts, and I don't know if any of you know my work. Power of Now is a very transformational text that I received while sitting on a park bench. I'm Eckhart. That's my Eckhart Tolle.
Eckhart Tolle, yeah.
Yeah, I like to spice it up when I'm channeling Electric Bill. You know, I used to just like live down in Alabama and mow grass all the time, and then I went to a transformational festival, and I opened up my chakras, and it really transformed my whole reality. I started chanting Hare Krishna and feeling the spiritual energy, man. It was amazing. And now I like to just listen to Trevor Hall every day and like kick back, drink my kombucha, you know, it fills me with joy.
That's just a couple characters of many, so
it's fun to just play around.
It is cool. Well, again, thank you everyone for being here. I definitely feel that we've accomplished a lot with the amount of time that we've had here, and I wanted to just be able to invite anybody else to, if they have any final closing poetry or even just any comedy or anything else before we get close to closing it off. And I know Rose, I believe Rose did have another one, and if Philo, if there's anything else that you want to share before we get close to wrapping it up. And yeah, but thank you again, everyone, for being part of this broadcast. So let's just check in. Philo, was there anything else that you wanted to share, like maybe after someone else goes, or are you feeling like you're done for the night?
I am complete. I want to hear.
You are complete. Mission accomplished. So. All right, are you ready to say goodnight then? If you're jumping off?
I just want to let them close out since they didn't do a closing whatever.
Okay. I'll finish off with one poem, even though I've got like a bunch, but obviously that's not a problem because there's always we'll and again, let us know in the audience, like if everyone here, if you wanted to do more broadcasts like this, let us know. Just leave that in the comments and smash that like button and like the video. So let's check in. Rose, go ahead and jump on the microphone. Is there some more poems of yours that you want to share before we get close to wrapping things up?
Okay, I could do one more, I guess.
Sure, absolutely. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. All right. This is something I'm working on right now. So it's tentatively titled Rainbow Warrior. I surrender to love. My staff and sword will do no harm, and peel off the layers of wounded warrior within. The beaten down, silenced part of me that fought, roared, and was mighty. All to get here, all to prove I mattered, and to push this cycle further, provoke it, and taunt any challenger who doubted how far we can travel. The victim, in opposition within, that kept enduring and going. My voice was silenced and returned, and through the hands of love, more empowered and wiser than before. The royal. I lay down my crown, for my pedestal has fallen far from beneath my toes. I have the power within me for change, the flame that sets fire to what no longer serves, and honors all on the same level, for we are one. My heart is opened to a new dawn. The sun is rising, clearing and healing, so I let it all go. I fought long and hard, only to realize I was fighting myself the whole time. With a weeping heart, I surrendered to the flow, to receive. The journey has been long, the expansion vast. In unity I now stand, letting infinite waves ripple out from my love light and washing it all away.
Awesome. Thank you, Rose.
I go pretty deep with it. Yeah. Straight, that's for an intense clearing, and healing in the heart. So thank you for hearing me and for seeing me.
Awesome. Thank you again, Rose. And is just to again double check, is there anything else that you want to share, or is that?
No, I just wanted to say thank you all for
Perfect.
For this incredible experience. It's been wonderful to hear everyone's sharings, and you've really sparked a creativity within me as well, and I feel like we're all followed our hearts here. So it's an honor to be here with all of you and for everyone listening, and I just want to say thank you to everyone, and that's it.
Beautiful. Awesome. Definitely. The feeling is mutual. And again, for people in the live chat, please let us know how you're feeling after watching this broadcast. Again, I always like being able to set the intention that when people tune into these broadcasts, it's like they get like a spiritual boost. It's like plugging into a battery, and then by the time they're done they're just like, yes, I'm a part of this. I'm a part of something greater. I'm a part of something that's a shared momentum. And the creativity that we express here, it's like you like absorb it like this nectar. And then now it's like kind of like helping open up channels in you to share it too. So cool. Okay, so moving close to wrapping up this broadcast, and I'll finish it off with one. So anybody else who wants to go before that, please let me know. So this is kind of like last call on anybody else who wants to share. So Robbie, if you had one.
Well, I'm sorry that I couldn't stay. I had to go and do some reading, so I just closed down the thing. I'm sorry I couldn't stay with everybody.
No worries.
It's been really good. I really enjoyed all your creativity. Some really, really great stuff. Really talented. I've got a song that I wrote for a reggae singer. They're not using it in the album, so I could do that, but it would only be a cappella. If you want to hear that, that is. I'll leave that just now because I think I think everybody's kind of buzzed from everything that's been happening. I really enjoyed connecting with you all. I think they really I've enjoyed all your creativity, and I think that was a lovely synchronicity with the chap that said about the jokes, because that's just the universe telling me I'm on the right track. So thanks for your connections. Really enjoyed it.
Awesome. Thank you, Robbie. Wonderful. And let's just check in, because again, there's just Erika, is there anything, even just some gratitude that you want to express before we wrap it up?
Yeah, no, definitely. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I had a blast. I was like, seriously, I forgot I was in my room. Like, I'm having a blast. I left concert. I forgot I was in. I wanted to share something that I wrote earlier. It's super short. It's not long.
Cool.
But I felt kind of some type of way that I was like not sharing and kind of holding back. It's like everybody else is sharing, I'm over here holding back. And I'm used to holding back a lot. Like, I'm used to being really shy and holding back, like in my day-to-day in person. And I'm like, come on, here's an opportunity to like not hold back. So I'm having a little snazzy beat playing in the background, and I'm just gonna read what I wrote over it. Full of questions, aren't we all? Where to turn, who to call, planting seeds through daily experiences like a beautiful flower. Uncovering mysteries that lead us closer to our power. Stepping into our purpose, ascending our minds, connecting through synergy, shifting our paradigm. Bringing out the unique melody that we each have within us. Centering our breath, gratitude is a must. Gratitude is a must. Gratitude is a must. Gratitude is a must. I'm gonna say it 3 times. Gratitude is a must. Infinite gratitude. I lifted the veil, changed my attitude.
Yeah, let's hear it for Erika. Infinite gratitude. Absolutely. That was awesome. So did you write that while you were listening to this?
Earlier, yeah,
yeah, you're in the,
and then I like was scribbling everybody's Instagram around, like, I was making sure I wrote everybody's social media. Cool. So if you said your social media, I was like, but yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna write this. This is just doodling. And then I was listening to some music, and I was like, I'm just gonna share it. Yeah.
That's all. Oh, I'm glad that you did. So definitely cool. Achievement unlocked. Erika shared her first poem live on air.
Speaking of which, for some reason when I shared something on the Discord chat, the robot was like level.
Oh yeah, you went up a level in the Discord chat, in the team chat. That's right.
Feel like
you did. That's awesome. Sweet. Well, thank you, Erika. Any closing message for everybody out there? Gratitude. Any closing message, Erika?
No, not for me. Thank you.
You said everything? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was fine. Seriously, I'm have to check out some of y'all's music. the guy with the red hair, for a minute there, I was just like, my dude, like, what? I was losing it. I was just like hyping over here. I forgot I was muted, like he couldn't hear me. But yeah, like my mind was blown tonight for sure. From just like I wasn't expecting to get all of this, so I had a blast. Thank you so much, Brendon, for hosting this. I know that we've been kind of like in and out of touch for a while now, but seriously, your Patreon, you know, just from my investment into this thus far, I feel like every time that you and I seem to interact with each other, it's always just like, I always feel like 1,000 billion times better every single time. So even if it's just like once in a blue moon, it's always like really great. So I need to do this like more often. I always say that, but thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you as well, Erika. And yes, happy to be having you here, and happy to like be growing alongside you as well. So awesome. And again, you know, like Erika doing this tonight, like I'm sure there are going to be other people, and they're going to be like, I see myself in Erika, and I'm like really proud of her, you know, and that's gonna like make me proud to want to be able to like start sharing my voice as well, because we need that, right? Like honestly, I wouldn't want a broadcast where it would be like everyone being like 100% like super like amazing professional, like everyone's amazing even if they're brand new. And so we need Erika is like the ambassador for the people who are still just kind of like getting into that, and again helping show others that we can all get into that. So Erika, thank you again, thank you for being here. So infinite gratitude. Yeah. Spell it out. All right, sweet. All right, so with that said, I'm just going to do one last poem, and then we're going to pretty much wrap it up. And thank you again, everyone, for being a part of this broadcast. So we're going to end it off with a poem. Again, this is one that some of you have heard, but it feels appropriate. This is actually the Call of the Light Guardians poem. So the previous one, the Flowetry video, that was called Rise of the Light Guardians, not to be mistaken with it. This is Call of the Light Guardians. This is one from the video a lot of you have probably seen of me like doing free hugs in Toronto, with this song kind of over top of it. So allow me to just kind of like drop into this space and allow this song to just kind of be an anthem, words from my heart to yours. So I am, we are, love is infinite. Love is spinning with us through the echoes of time, flowing on this rhyme divine. Reconnect ourselves with that eternal shine. Hive mind, trust, let go, be here, be present. I am, we are, love is infinite. Love is shifting the paradigms, unfolding your heart to meet the infinity of mind. Circles coming together, overlapping through acts of compassion. Free hugs, less shrugs. Say hello with your heart. Re-embody the old art of remembering who you are, of how far we have traveled to be here right now, in this moment, in this opportunity. I am, we are, love is infinite. Love is in the heart of Babylon, where we shall sing our song, the joy of being, hope from here until the eschaton, and on and on. And so seekers and shifters of the world unite, a call to action as guardians of the light, treading new path up the mountain of great height, spreading the wings of consciousness. It's time to take flight, because I am, we are, love is infinite. Oh, the simplicity. Love is stepping into the new stream, activating this new theme. We are dreamers within this shared dream, constantly creating around corners before it's even seen. Synchronicity, oh, the simplicity of taking responsibility for everything that we say, do, and think, because it is in the connection of the heart that we will find the once forgotten link that lets us reconnect with the purpose of the one beat of the heart. Oh, so neat that it can send out a pulse that is always seen, rippling and crystallizing within this shared dream, ever unfolding, because I am, we are, love is infinite. Love is light as much as it is both the black and the white. It is through the eternal dance that we awaken from our trance of forgetting and remembering within this ancient romance. Who we are is more than we can see through the illusions of society, because in our heart there lives a seed that will outlive hate and greed. As I say these words from my heart to yours, let us both be loved together as water for this thirsty world. And so with sight beyond sight, let us be beacons so bright, superheroes within the heart of this dark night, called to shine a brighter light. Because I am, we are, love is infinite. That's it. Awesome. Sweet. So yeah, again, I that song is just the song poetry. Allow that to just kind of reflect the intention of what it is that we're doing here tonight, calling us into that archetype of superheroes, light guardians, shifters, whatever you call yourself. Thank you for being here. And if you're listening to this broadcast, remember, you're here because you're a part of a bigger story about this rising of the light guardians. All of us are here to be able to help make a difference in the ways we can. So thank you for helping change this world through the power of your heart, through the power of your art. So with that said, we're going to wrap up this broadcast. Just want to check in one last chance. Anybody else want to express any closing gratitude? Philo, we'll pass it over to you before we officially wrap things up. Go ahead.
If any of y'all three that I'm not Facebook friends with would like to become Facebook friends, could you just tell me your name real quick and where I could find you on Facebook?
So I'll post a link for Philo. I'm gonna post your link for into the chat, and then anybody who's here, so Robbie Rose and Erika can add you real quick and easy, and we'll post that into the YouTube link as well. So invitation there to be able to send Philo friend chat, a friend request, and that'll make it super easy, and we'll put that into the show notes as well. So yeah, awesome. And Philo, any closing words of wisdom and gratitude for the people listening to this as the mission continues?
Yeah, I think the key is to find things that make you grateful and then channel that gratitude into service to help spread that energy to other people. That's my life philosophy. It's like fill up on things that give you a positive vibe and gratitude, and then figure out a way to share that, whether that's free hugs, whether that's music, whether that's art you make. And through the internet, it's like we can use it. It's like energy efficiency. It's like you can make a video when you're in a super happy vibe, and then that could reach thousands of people. And it's not like you're faking it. It's just like using technology to amplify that energy.
Yes.
Because like I like this metaphor of like, if you could imagine like a choir, like a church choir or something, and it's like 99% of the singers are really good and one of them's really bad, but they have the microphone right next to the really bad singer, so like everyone can hear is like the really bad singer. That's like what our mainstream society is. It's like the mainstream news is like having that mic up to that really bad singer, and like the mainstream radio for a large degree is like having the mic up to that really bad singer. And there's so many like artists and magical people all over the world doing amazing stuff. And if we can like put the microphone on those people, which is what Brendon is advocating for and I'm advocating for and all of you are doing as well, like we can spread those good voices into the world. That's my metaphor that I like.
Awesome.
Yeah, so.
Awesome. That's good.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, Philo, thank you again, my friend, for allowing us to come onto this broadcast time and time again so that we can create these rhymes and have a good time as we continue to shift the ever-unfolding paradigm. So maybe if we can end it off with just a little bit of flow, because once we get started, you and I both know that it's hard to stop as the words keep coming out, and we're on here for probably several other hours just talking of what it's all about as we're changing the worlds and we're co-creating this dream. I thank you, Philo, for reminding us of the truth that is oh so seamed into the fabrics of our heart as we stitch these words together through this art, as we spread forth the waves of good vibes, and we give all the people the truth to spread their vibes. And so, Philo, any final flowetry that's coming through in this moment, I pass it over to you, and once we stop, we just gotta own it.
All right, so here we go. Off the top of the dome. So they call me Philo. Divine love feels softer than a pillow. Gotta connect to the tree of life so you can be under the big mama willow. Walking gently upon Pachamama, singing chants like Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Letting go of all your drama, because the truth is that you have infinite potential. Gratitude is essential, as Erika mentioned. Robbie's repping the Metatron cube. You know, there's a joke about that. Where does Metatron do his work? In Metatron's cubicle. Metatron's cubicle. You know, I'm speaking in Roman numerals. Practicing EFT while activating internal DMT. I once almost died, had an NDE. That's a near-death experience. So my NDE activated my DMT. I was carried in the ambulance with the EMT. You know, I'm talking about turning off your TV because it tells lies to your vision. You got to see the world with precision and follow your intuition. And that's enough for me. So keep on with your mission.
Awesome. Gratitude from the infinite depths of our heart as we share this message for all the people out there who are doing their part. So much love as we bring this broadcast to an end. I thank you once again, my ever eternal friends. Spreading those good vibes. So awesome. All right. So with that said, thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this broadcast. On behalf of myself and all the people who are here tonight, sending just so much love and gratitude. And thank you for watching this. Thank you for leaving your comments afterwards. Thank you for following up and supporting the artists featured on this broadcast. Thank you for spreading the good vibes through all the little things that you do that make the big difference. And yes, please feel free to tune in for future broadcasts. Again, subscribe Paradigm Shift Radio on iTunes. Just check out more at ParadigmShiftCentral.com. Subscribe to our newsletter to be able to get notifications for upcoming broadcasts and more featured content from community creators. And tune in again next time. We did do this broadcast on a special Monday, but usually we do our broadcast live on Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you again to our Patreon supporters. If you enjoyed this broadcast, be sure to check out the Patreon. The links down below for that. And with that said, yes, just keep this vibe rolling. Keep this flow tree coming through in all the ways that you do. So with that said, everyone, please feel free to join me as we begin the outro music and send some love to all the people tuned into this as they continue their mission of shifting the paradigms and being all the amazing things that they already are. So join me in saying goodnight, everyone. So goodnight, everyone. We love you.
Good night, everyone.
We love you. Good morning. Whenever you're listening to this, have an awesome now.
Good
Awesome.
night.
Thank you again.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks again, everyone. Special thank you to Danny Leonardo, whose music is featured at the beginning and end of this broadcast. Be sure to check out more of Danny's work down in the YouTube info below. Thank you, Danny.